Hello, my name is Lorenzo Robinson.
I'm Wesley Price.
I'm Moxon Glosson.
And this is the next episode of RU Sports Speaks. Another addition to our Season 2 library. We just wanted to introduce another special guest, another Reinhardt football player. Please let the world know who you are.
My name is Mary Williams. I play D-tackle for Reinhardt. Yeah.
Welcome.
Yes, sir.
Welcome. You know, we really appreciate you being here. We're not going to make it too difficult for you. You know what I'm saying? We know that that's the hot seat. You know,
Right.
Not a lot of people have the guts to be where you are right now. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah,
thank you for being here. So we're gonna jump right into it. You know what I'm saying? We don't pull any punches. We're gonna go straight into the NFL free agency / off season. Man, it's been wild. It was wild last time we were here. That was when the Devontae Adams news broke, right?
Yep.
And then, like,
141 million.
Literally the next day, I have to give one of our co-hosts credit. You know, Mr. Who actually said that? Do you know who said Deshaun Watson would go to the Browns? Do you remember who said that?
I think I do. I
I don't even
Although
know.
I don't want to say it.
I don't even know who. Yeah, I don't even know who said that. Man.
I think that's the same guy who said that they should change the overtime rule.
Oh wow.
And then
Wow.
that happened too.
I think the same
Wow.
guy did say
The
that
same
as well.
person, really.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Might have been.
That's wild. So, Nostradamus Price, you know, please tell us, you know, how does it feel to go 2 for 2?
Feels good, man. It feels good. I don't know. It's just some situations you got a feeling and you got to go with your gut.
I guess.
But honestly, with Deshaun Watson's situation, if they would have rolled that money out for me too, I would have went. I would have went too. I totally
Fully
understand.
guaranteed?
Yeah, I would have
I'm
went too.
definitely sliding.
Man. $230 million. You can send me anywhere.
Send me
Yeah.
anywhere.
I'll go to nah.
I go to Jacksonville.
I wouldn't go to Russia.
I go to Jacksonville
Nah,
for that money.
I'll go to Russia for $230 million.
If Urban Meyer were the coach, you'd still go to Jacksonville.
Yeah.
The same man,
fully
the same
guaranteed?
man who said he didn't know who Aaron Donald was.
$230 million for $230 million.
Fully guaranteed?
Like, come on now.
This the
Sure.
same coach who said he did not know who Aaron Donald was. Who is
Who
number
is
99?
That guy's amazing.
That's Urban Meyer for you.
That is crazy.
See, that's why he's not the lead now.
He said,
That's
who is
crazy.
99? He's an NFL coach.
That's crazy. But you know,
he watches film every week. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Does he
I'm
watch
like,
film every
Does
I'm
he?
upset
Does
about
he?
it.
I wasn't aware that Jacksonville is supposedly so toxic, like a toxic place to
Yeah,
play in.
I heard that too.
I just became aware of that, and they say they really don't even with it being NFL, they don't like people in the training room. They don't like. Man, it's a very toxic.
You
place
watched
to
that
play.
Jalen Ramsey episode?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched that
On
too.
Pivot.
I
was
have
like,
a family friend who's close with Miles Jack.
Mhm.
And he played for the Jags. And he heard similar things about
Jesus.
the culture
Yeah.
there, really.
Hopefully, Trevor Lawrence can.
And they've had talent over the years.
Yes, sir.
Like,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
you go back to that Saxonville defense, Miles
Crazy.
Jack,
Yeah.
Selvin Smith, Yannick Ngakoue,
Yeah, Jalen Ramsey in the back end.
Jalen
Yeah.
AJ Bouye with them,
Bro, they was
Tayshaun
nasty.
Gibson. Was Ronnie Harrison on that team? might have been
Yes.
on that
Yes,
team.
he was. Mm-hmm.
Puzzlesny,
Yeah.
Marcel Derrick. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That Jacksonville team was crazy. And they had Blake Bortles
Made a
at
good.
quarterback.
Made a
didn't
good.
they?
Yeah.
They had Blake
Bortles
made a
Bortles at
good
quarterback. That
playoff
said
push.
something.
They should have, and they should
They
have.
shoulda went to Super Bowl.
Yeah.
In them.
Yeah.
But I mean,
When you got Blake
Jacksonville-
Bortles,
It was Jalen Ramsey's fault,
it's
though.
only so much you can do.
he talks about we
man.
gonna win it all.
Jacksonville trying to get back to that though. All these moves they've been making.
Yeah.
Nah,
What-
they've been
what-
signing
what we
a
think
lot of
about
people.
this? What do we think about? They have signed Foye Oluokun. Sorry to all my Falcons fans out there. That's probably you guys' best linebacker. Again, big apologies. Christian Kirk, we talked about that massive contract. You know, Brandon Scherf from the Washington Commanders. Now I was about to say the football team. I was about to say the Redskins,
Yeah.
the football team, the Commanders.
3 different names in 3 years, boy.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Darius Williams from the Rams, Zay Jones from the Raiders. They just
That was a good pickup.
Evan Ingram from the Giants. They just signed a lot of guys.
That was a good pickup.
I think
Arden Key from from San Francisco. Yeah, they got a lot of.
they sound like
guys on their
they
team.
sound like a kid in a candy store.
Yeah, for real.
You give them $5 and say go in and get what you want, and they just start just
Offering
spending money
everybody.
on anything. Because
I like it though.
I don't like
honestly.
the pricing, the
Yeah,
price
me neither.
range on the receiving core.
Yeah, they overpaid them.
They
definitely.
overpaid them, and I feel like that's gonna bite them.
Why do you think they overpaid them?
Evan Ingram has like I know he has like more than 100
like
mil.
10. He got like 10 maybe.
Yeah. I would not do that.
Christian
not
Kirk?
for Evan Ingram.
Not for Evan.
Christian
Not
Kirk?
for Evan Ingram.
Christian Kirk got a bag. He's like the top 5
Yeah,
paid
top
receiver.
5 paid receiver.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Is that worth it? Like, really? Did you did you see him being top 5 in,
I mean,
in Arizona?
All right, here's the
No.
thing, right? And it's crazy. I was talking about like Jalen Ramsey's pivot episode.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just heard him say this. In the NFL, you should always be in win now mode.
Right.
True.
Because you can be garbage, and then you just have a good year. Someone gets better. Your quarterback improves, especially if you got a young quarterback.
Right.
You get an improvement.
Yep.
The defense clicks. Could be a good team.
True.
So you got to go for it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I like that they're not just sitting back, not doing anything
Right.
like some other teams.
That's how the Rams was last year. Win now, picking everybody up.
Right.
Speaking of the Rams being win now, Bobby Wagner.
Bobby Wagner, boy, that's crazy. 5 years, $50 million. He
With
old
that,
too.
they went off season for me.
I'm sorry,
It's
Seahawks
over.
Yeah.
fans.
They went the
It's
off season
over.
for me. After
And then
that,
I know they talking about Aaron Donald finna get bagged too.
I'm sorry, Seahawks fans.
It's crazy.
I'm sorry, Seahawks fans.
We have a
I'm not
Seahawks
one.
fan with us. You know, tell us how the pulse of the fan base right now.
Let me be honest with you.
Please.
It's just not looking good. They're saying they're thinking about Colin Kaepernick. They're thinking
No.
about Malik Willis. They're just throwing
Throwing
names
there.
out there. And I'm like, man, y'all are just gonna go get other athletic quarterbacks. We should have just kept Russ.
Fact.
I don't get it. I do not get it.
And then y'all traded Russ and didn't even get Jerry Jeudy.
Right. And
Like,
then
I'm upset about that.
and then they let Bobby Wagner go. And then Bobby Wagner was supposed to follow Russ to Denver. That fell out.
Oh, come on now.
That
You
fell
know
out.
Bobby Wagner wasn't going no.
And then you still have. It's not like we just had we have offensive pieces. So what are you doing? You gonna have who throwing them the ball?
Y'all have everybody but a quarterback.
Literally. What are we doing? I don't see what Pete Carroll's doing.
Y'all got to get better up front on both sides.
Yeah, we
True.
do. Definitely
Very
so.
true. Definitely.
Definitely so.
And y'all need a new linebacker now too.
Yeah. Jordan Brooks.
Yeah.
You know, is he
I didn't
is he
think of
ready?
that one.
Is he ready?
Is he ready? We gonna
he?
see.
That's only up to him. That's only for him to
We
know.
definitely gonna find out. Man, that's tough. Y'all got Tanner Muse from Clemson. What's
I
left
see.
of him?
I would say draft Malik Willis. He has a cannon.
I
though.
think that
Y'all had the 9th pick.
I think
now,
we're
right?
seriously looking at it,
Yeah,
but
I would
I don't know the direction that they're gonna look at.
I mean, the only thing I'll say bad about him is he played at Liberty. He didn't play top competition like.
but you
people
got to
at
look
Bama and
at
stuff.
when you an NFL prospect, they look at how they can mold you.
Yeah, true.
Because there's a lot of guys who went 5th, 6th round, blossomed into something crazy.
Right.
So
You could never like overdraft at quarterback though. Like,
Yeah.
If you feel like you have a quarterback that can help your team, you have to get him.
right.
True. But like, I don't want to see like dude from North
Sam
Carolina,
Howell.
Sam Howell,
Yeah.
get picked up in like top 10. Like, I'm
And you
got
gotta be careful. Yeah, you gotta be
Like,
careful
wow.
before you have another Baker Mayfield situation.
Facts for real.
Man,
Baker Mayfield not even not that.
you know how I feel.
He's not
about
even
Baker
going.
They said we have to get a 1st round pick in exchange, and then they said, well, no, I will take something else, and everybody's still like, no, we're not gonna give you anything.
They
So
might as well
just
keep
release them.
They
Just
might as well
release
just
them.
keep
Deshaun getting ready to get suspended for a few games.
Yeah.
You might as
Yeah.
well keep him to start some of those.
Yeah.
Maybe
Give him an audition.
oh,
for some other
audition,
team. You know what I'm saying?
an audition.
I've seen him playing his butt off because there will be an audition for him.
Nah.
Like him trying.
I honestly
at
think
least.
Yeah,
him
right.
being on a new team might be a good
Right.
reset button for him.
No.
Nah, it's Baker Mayfield.
I'll try.
I'm not
I'll tell you
saying
what he is.
I'm not saying he's gonna be nothing like
He can go to a good team and make
be a game
like,
manager.
like,
Is what I see.
If he was in San Francisco probably still loses the NFC Championship game, but they still get there.
Yeah.
Right?
No.
He's on that Jimmy G.
He's on the Jimmy G
Carson
area.
Wentz
Yeah, I would
tier.
say that.
But
I'll
you know
say
what's crazy?
If Trevor Lawrence started, he probably would have given him a better run for their money in the championship, NFC championship.
Trey Lance.
Trey Lance.
If
I
Trey
would-
Lance would have started,
he was a little better than Jimmy
he's
G.
a better athlete. I think
Yeah.
you could do more with him.
Yeah.
I
don't
think
know
it's
if he's
interesting
ready yet.
how all of these
I'm not
quarterbacks that are like kind of just are not getting touched.
True.
Because I could have sworn Jimmy G was. They've been talking about Jimmy G's gonna go
Jimmy G.
somewhere. Yeah, it's he
No
had
one.
not been touched.
Nobody wants a so-so
Yeah,
quarterback.
yeah.
Because, I mean,
Yeah.
what does a so-so quarterback get you? If you're not getting a guy who... All right, how many elite quarterbacks are in the league, right?
Let's be real.
I'm gonna just say it's 12.
12?
I say 12.
All right, let's lay him out. All right,
No, not 12. I wouldn't say
lay him
12.
out. Not
You say
in,
what'd you say?
I'd have to think about that.
Like 6, 7.
not in.
I say 12.
We talking about elite now.
Elite.
Elite.
And the
feel
reason
like there's like a really like top tier, and then
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
like just
It's
slightly
good,
lower.
like good,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I should group them together or just split them up into 6 and 6.
Because number one is regardless gonna be Tom Brady.
How much of a difference is in that tier? Like, is it like?
So
very
listen to this.
They're very.
Alright.
Let me give you a 12. I feel like
Okay.
Okay.
Tom Brady,
Mm-hmm.
Aaron Rodgers,
Okay.
All right.
Patrick Mahomes.
Okay.
Okay.
This is in no order. I'm just going.
Okay.
I'm trying to just give you
All
12.
right, I was about to say now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no order. Lamar Jackson,
No, he's not elite. I wouldn't say elite.
Russell
Not yet.
Russell Wilson,
Sure. Yeah. So we're at
You can say
4.
that.
Russell. Football.
Deshaun Watson.
We're
Okay.
at 5.
Okay.
You messing with Derek Carr?
No.
Elite.
Elite? We're talking about elite now.
There's 2 guys you haven't named who are like neck and neck.
Justin Herbert,
Yeah, Herbert
Okay.
and
Burrow.
yeah.
Okay.
All right, that's 7. I'm with you.
Okay. I feel like it's 12, but let me tell you why. Off the top of the head, it's
Keep
12.
going
I'm looking.
with
I'm
what
looking.
you
I'm
got,
looking.
though.
I'm looking. I got to think of some people. Brain
I
went
think
dead.
Are we-
Mac Jones gonna be elite if he gets some receivers. If he gets some receivers.
Kyler
Will
Murray,
he?
He's going crazy in that.
Kyler?
Kyler Murray,
Really?
Kyler.
Are we forgetting Josh?
Josh
Yeah,
Allen. I haven't even said
Josh
Josh Allen.
Allen.
Josh
Josh
Allen.
Allen?
Hold on. Are we putting Kyler Murray in that class?
Yeah, I'll put Kyler Murray in there.
I feel like.
So why Kyler and not Lamar?
Lamar. I mean, I don't want to put him in that. Everybody say he can't throw, but can he really throw? Let's be real.
I don't know.
I say, can
What?
he really throw?
I've seen he won an MVP. You know,
He
what I'm
did
saying?
win an
I gotta
MVP.
give him a certain level.
Yeah,
of,
yeah, yeah,
like,
true.
Right.
respect.
But
You know what I'm saying?
but can he throw? Let's be real.
We don't know yet.
Exactly. We don't know.
But Kyler fell on his face, man. Like I can't forget that. You know what I'm saying? I really want to because I really like his game. I think that he's been pretty much ever since he's been playing quarterback. He's been like one of the best, even
Right.
in high school.
Right.
So I really like watching him play, but I don't know if he's on that level. I don't know if he can get to that level.
I mean, the way he beat the Cowboys, that was
What?
elite. That was elite play.
Who are the Cowboys though?
That was elite.
Like
play.
Dak Prescott in this list that I'm saying will not be in. Who
Ever.
is
So you
Dak is on?
So
he's,
you-
I think Dak
so
is.
you-
I'm thinking about it though.
so how can you name
I think
Derek
Dak is.
Carr?
I think Dak is on there though.
How
That's
can-
what I was gonna say. I was gonna say if I put Derek Carr in there,
You
Dak's
have
in
to put
there.
Dak, yeah.
That's what I was gonna say.
I think Dak is a little bit better than
And-
Kyler Murray.
But see, I'm at 9 right now. So Matthew
But you gotta think
Stafford.
about it though.
Stafford, yeah, that's
Stafford.
10. You
That
gotta-
That's
Prescott,
10.
That Prescott had a lot of weapons.
He did have a lot of weapons.
He had a lot of weapons.
But then that's what I'm saying. It just like it starts getting nitpicky. But I think you can say it. I
I
say
feel like you can win the Super Bowl
with that
with
Prescott.
those guys, and then
Ryan Tannehill.
no, sir.
No.
You don't think you can win the Super Bowl with Ryan Tannehill?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
The
What
Titans
pieces around?
had-
What pieces around
The
him?
Titans had pieces around him.
I'm not saying he's elite though. I'm just saying, do you think
Oh,
he
oh.
can win a Super Bowl?
If he was a guy where I feel like I could win a Super Bowl with, then they wouldn't have gotten bounced by Cincinnati in the first round. They would have
Right.
won that game because they lost 19-16,
Yeah.
and he threw like what 3 picks.
Yeah.
He
And
threw a
they-
pick on
and
the
they
first
had
play.
a
Yeah.
squad around him.
But I
Derrick
also think
Henry,
they was trying to not.
Julio, AJ Brown.
Derrick Henry just came back. They were trying to not overwork Derrick Henry.
True, that is true.
Yeah, so
And
how
it
do you
just
do
didn't-
that?
it-
By play action.
But let's
pass,
be
trying to
honest.
Get Ryan Tannehill to be able to hit his guys.
When
They
the
just couldn't do
Titans
it.
make deep runs, who's on like who are they carrying it on?
It's
Derrick
Derrick
Henry.
Henry. But if Ryan Tannehill's a guy that I feel like I can win with, I should be able to lean on him in certain
Ryan
moments.
Tannehill is not an elite quarterback. He's not even
So
a good
that makes
quarterback.
him kind of like some of those other guys where it has like the situation has to be there. Derrick Henry has to be
Exactly.
fully healthy.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry wasn't fully healthy, so now it's kind of on his shoulders, and we
True.
didn't see it.
I think that's a good definition of elite, of whether a quarterback's elite or not. Can you rely on them when you can't rely on anyone else?
Absolutely.
Right.
Can you win me a game?
Like
I
that,
don't-
like
Ryan
Dak
Tannehill
Prescott.
can.
I don't think he's elite. I don't think Dak Prescott's elite.
I think he can win you a game.
He can win me a game, but can he win me a championship?
Dak's really physically talented. I don't know.
He cannot win me a championship. Because this year, honestly, let's be real, they should have won the Super Bowl this year.
He had
Keep it
plenty
stat.
of tools to
They
do
had
it.
they had the guys.
And then they had defensive player of the year.
Yeah,
Yes.
they had it on both sides of the
Exactly.
ball.
Yes.
They, had
They
guys.
really,
point.
and then they had Zeke at running back. They could have won it all. Honestly,
Pollard, CeeDee Lamb.
they were so nasty.
Amari
Amari Cooper, O line,
great
amazing.
O-line.
All right, let me
They
get-
definitely should have made.
They should have won the Super Bowl.
Let me give you Pro Football Focus's top 12 QBs.
Okay.
Via-
We don't do free promo, so Pro Football Focus, if you listening, please throw
Yeah.
us something.
Yes.
This is via QBR. Number 1, Tom Brady. Number 2, Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
Number 3, Justin Herbert.
Okay.
Number 4, Joe Burrow.
Okay.
Number 5, Patrick Mahomes. Number 6, Josh Allen. Number 7, Kyler Murray. Number 8, Matthew Stafford. Number 9, Dak Prescott. Number 10, Derek Carr. Number 11, Ryan Tannehill. And number 12, Russell Wilson.
I was about to say, where the heck is Russell?
But you got to think, though, Lamar did not play this
Yeah, Lamar
year.
didn't play.
But I'm just saying,
He
like,
didn't play that much.
Yeah.
So
I feel like my list was pretty accurate.
Did we miss Stafford?
I see. Nah,
Stafford was 8.
in there.
Okay.
But
I see the QBR, but dog, if I want to win a Super Bowl, I'm not picking Ryan Tannehill. He's not one of those guys I'm getting. There's a lot of guys I'm picking over him. Is Tannehill better than Kirk Cousins?
let me ask you a question.
Yes. No.
Are you sure?
I
I don't
mean,
even
yeah.
like Kirk Cousins.
And they just gave Kirk Cousins a bag.
I'm saying you put
He's in that
you
tier.
put Tannehill with in Kirk Cousins' situation, he'll be elite. Not elite. He'll be good.
Kirk Cousins threw
Kirk Cousins has Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen.
threw 33 touchdowns, 7 picks, but Kirk Cousins, just like Ryan Tannehill, one of those guys where a game on the line, you can't trust him. But
True.
what I'm talking about,
Let me ask you a
that's
question.
a different tier though. That's like a lower tier
Yeah.
than the top guys. They're
Yes.
kind of like in that same group though, right? And those guys are like right above Jimmy G, Carson Wentz.
I was finna say.
I would say, yeah.
I was finna say.
They're lower. for
All right,
sure.
I was about to say, because I was going to say when the
Whereas
Chiefs.
Matt Ryan's probably in that tier with Kirk Cousins and those guys.
Because I was going to say when the Chiefs and
Or is he
the.
below them?
I think he might be above them because he won a Super
I was
Bowl.
about to say,
He went to a Super Bowl.
He won the Super Bowl.
But let's.
Matt Ryan?
Yeah, I mean,
Matt
not
Ryan
Matt. I'm
won
tripping.
one.
Oh my bad. I'm tripping.
You were thinking Stafford.
Stafford. My
Matt
bad.
Ryan should have won one.
But let's just be honest.
sorry,
Like,
should've won
sorry
one.
Atlanta fans.
but let's be honest. You don't have to be like a supernatural talent to win a Super Bowl.
Joe Flacco.
Eli Manning.
Joe Flacco.
Eli Manning got hot.
Twice. Lucky. Twice.
Eli Manning got
That
hot.
was
He
luck.
hot.
That was
He
luck.
hot. He's
He
going to the
was
Hall
luck.
of Fame. He's led the league in touchdowns before. I mean,
Yeah.
Eli's not.
He's
not
no
just a
scrub.
sorry
He's no
guy.
scrub. I'm not saying that.
True.
But I'm just saying, I feel
Flacco
like.
did win the Super
Joe
Bowl.
Flacco.
But I feel like you gotta them top 12 like can give you on a hot streak
But I feel like
can get you there.
if you get hot in that Week 17 game all the way up, you're gonna win the Super Bowl.
Like let's be honest. Like if you remember the Chiefs in the 49ers Super Bowl, I would have rather had Ryan Tannehill than Jimmy Garoppolo throwing for the
True.
49ers.
True.
I
Because
mean,
of
I mean,
hotness?
I mean,
True.
yes.
I'm saying,
But-
Streakiness? Gotcha.
I mean, yes.
But
and there's
still,
people to this day that still say Jimmy G is a game handler who can help a team get us to a Super Bowl.
He's too inconsistent for me to say that.
I would say, I don't know. Like Patrick Mahomes that year, Patrick Mahomes wasn't losing.
Let's look at the
Yeah, he
recent
wasn't
Super Bowl
losing.
winners. All right.
Right.
Rams won. Stafford.
Stafford.
Tampa Bay. Brady.
Yeah.
Mahomes. Kansas City.
But before you go,
New England. Brady.
Mm-hmm.
Philly with Foles.
Nick Foles. That's
but-
what I'm saying. If you
Philly with Foles. So
once you
But
get
think
hot,
about
how many
think about
in
who
a row
carried
do we
Philly that
have?
season and then got hurt. Carson Wentz.
Wentz was elite that year.
Yes, he was.
So we'll go 1, 2, 3.
So I'm
4.
what I'm
that's,
saying.
That's 4 elite and 1.
Average.
If all right.
Yeah.
Let's keep going. New England, Brady, Denver, Peyton on his last legs. I guess we'll just throw him into the pile.
Vaughn won us that.
verse Cam Newton. Verse Cam Newton.
Well, so we're at 5 elite quarterbacks winning and 2 like normal guys.
Right.
Okay.
Seattle, Russ.
Haha.
Elite.
Baltimore, Joe Flacco. So we're at 6 and 3.
Yep.
Giants, Eli. We'll go 6, 3 and 1.
Okay. He was
Yeah.
hot that year.
Yeah.
He was hot
We'll
that
go
year.
6, 3 and 1. Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers. That's 7, 3 and 1.
Mhm.
New Orleans, Drew Brees. That's 8, 3 and 1. Pittsburgh, Big Ben. That's 9, 3 and 1.
Mm-hmm.
Giants, Eli. It's 9, 3 and 2. We're gonna put him
Okay.
there again.
Okay.
And then Indy, Peyton Manning. That's 10, 3 and 1.
Absolutely.
So more often than not, it's an
Right.
elite quarterback
Right.
winning the Super Bowl.
True.
But
Of course, you can win one with one of those.
But
other
let's be
guys,
honest,
but, like,
elite quarterbacks and average quarterbacks can hit the same issues, aka Aaron Rodgers, in the playoffs.
Of
What
course,
issues?
elite quarterbacks can definitely.
I'm saying issues in regards to not being able to get over the hump. Because
Absolutely.
what I think he's trying to say is like an elite quarterback has the ability to will the team.
I see what you're saying.
But I'm just saying, I've seen guys like Patrick Mahomes in that playoff game against Cincinnati where I genuinely feel like he sold them the game in the
He
overtime.
did. He did. He threw a pick.
He definitely didn't play up to his
He's a-
potential.
yeah.
I don't think they were well prepared for the way that Cincinnati was playing
Yeah.
on defense. But I mean,
I
yeah,
feel-
that's true that elite quarterbacks can run into those issues. But I mean,
got you.
we just went through it more often than not.
But Cincinnati just
You need
had
an elite guy.
Cincinnati had elite wide receiver.
Yeah.
They didn't necessarily have an elite quarterback, and they went to Super Bowl.
You don't
think Joe Burrow's elite?
I mean, he's elite, but look at the weapons he got.
Oh yeah, he definitely.
He
has,
has weapons, boy.
You can't win anything without
Yeah.
weapons, though.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, unless you're Tom Brady, you're not winning without.
Yeah,
You
true.
know, a guy at receiver or a guy at running
Yeah.
back. You know what I mean?
In regards to free agency, has somebody picked up Julio?
Nah, not yet.
Not yet.
Jesus Christ.
I think Julio's gonna go somewhere and really surprise some people. He's
Mhm.
hungry.
True.
If he could stay on the field, he can really.
He
help a
need to
good
come to
team.
Philly.
Oh nah, y'all
For
not
what?
getting
He
anybody.
For
need
what?
to come to Philly.
For
We're
what?
not.
What
For why?
Hurts throwing to him?
For a while.
Yeah, nobody's gonna get.
What tier
He
is
come-
Hurts in?
That's a good question. I think
He's not one.
He's like a.
no,
He's
no,
like
no,
a.
no.
He's like
He's
a.
not
a-
Dak.
he's like a
Derek
2B.
Carr, Kirk Cousins.
He's like a 2B.
Yeah.
he might be a little.
Is he
higher
a
than,
little
like, the
better than Wentz, Garoppolo?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
he?
He
Could
got
be.
big.
Oh,
Him and
sure.
Wentz might be in the
Wentz got
same.
benched.
Him and Wentz might be in the same.
That's a
Might be.
I
in
mean,
the
it's a
same.
big year coming up for Philly, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, they better start sleeping.
That's an interesting thought. So I mean, that kind of just segues us right into the next thing, which is way too early NFL season predictions. You know, we're at the end of March, beginning of April, so
Draft
it's
coming up.
it's way too early. But hey, last time we had a way too early prediction on this show, it came true a year later. I wonder
Right.
who said that. Rams winning the Super Bowl.
Yep.
So let's just jump right into it. It doesn't necessarily have to be a Super Bowl pick.
Right.
It could be an MVP pick. This team having a good year. This team improving. But I mean, how are we feeling about this upcoming NFL season?
I'm gonna say a team that I think is gonna have a really good year.
I'm listening.
The Browns. And let me tell you why.
Interesting.
Baker Mayfield was the problem.
True.
Honestly and wholeheartedly.
He was a cancer.
Every person that they released due to trying to suffice for Baker Mayfield is interested in coming to Cleveland again, which is literally Jarvis Landry
True.
and Odell Beckham Jr.
True.
So if you give me who's the running back for the Browns
Nick Chubb.
You got
and
Nick Chubb.
Kareem Hunt.
and Kareem Hunt, you give me Deshaun Watson, those two guys.
Nick Chubb.
I'll
Got
take
Amari Cooper now.
I'll
too.
take Amari Cooper, Jarvis, and then let Odell come back with something to prove again.
Odell's not coming.
Again.
Odell not come back.
He's staying in LA.
Yeah.
Has he signed a deal?
He hasn't
Not
signed
yet.
it. I
'Cause
think
him
he's
and
just
Jar-
trying to make the money work.
Him
man,
and
I'm
Jarvis
telling
been
you.
talking to Cleveland,
Hey man,
and he's open to coming back. Is what he said.
I can't see Odell moving his
I feel like-
wife
back.
back to Cleveland.
I feel like he
He
has
had
an
an LA
LA
home anyways when
He's
he
a-
was in Cleveland.
True, that is true.
But I mean, if he could be in LA all the time, he's a businessman. He got
Right.
friends. In
He
the
always
industry
lives in
and
LA.
Stuff,
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
All
It's
his-
like LeBron going to LA. It's
True.
way more than just football.
Right. I understand, but I do see the Browns having a good year.
I think the Browns gonna get some. More
And then
guys,
I
too.
think Grant Delpit is gonna have a good year.
I like Grant Delpit.
I really do too.
like
I know
Grant
Greedy is gonna hold his
I
own as
really
well.
like Greedy Williams.
I'm seeing it for the
They
Browns.
still have Denzel Ward.
Yeah.
Denzel Ward.
Yeah,
He's elite. He's an elite corner.
They still have arguably the best defensive player in the league.
has
Miles
Tyrann Matthew
Garrett.
been re-signed?
He hasn't been signed.
He has been in talks with the Browns
I
as
heard.
well.
No, he been in talk with Philly. I heard.
If he goes to the Browns,
He's been talking to everybody.
yeah,
Yeah, he really. He need to come to Philly, man. We need a safety. bad.
What are y'all gonna do? You've been talking a lot about Philly.
Man.
We need
all
to-
year,
we need
you
to-
they're gonna be in the
Yeah.
same position as they were last
How
year.
good
I
are y'all
mean-
gonna be?
I mean, we're gonna win the NFC East easily.
Whoa.
What
you
Y'all
mean
better than
easily?
Dallas? Dallas
Yes.
killed y'all.
Let me
like,
tell you
They did. They
something.
did kill us. They
Let me
did
tell you
kill us.
something. The NFC least is the Cowboys division, even
True.
with them playing atrocious
Which is true, but
and making bad moves
but let's think
in the
about it though.
offseason.
If we start running the ball with Jalen Hurts and just run the ball and stop trying to throw it with Jalen Hurts, we'll be fine.
Y'all were a different team when y'all started
Running the ball. We
Yeah.
started winning games. We won the last 6 games.
But I feel like the issue is what y'all drafted Jalen Hurts to be is an elite quarterback.
True.
So when it comes down to it, y'all want him to do elite quarterback things.
I kind
And-
of feel like we know that we don't want him to throw for 300 yards a game. We know it.
As long as Sirianni knows.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm
Sirianni
saying?
doesn't know that yet. But all the fans and everybody else know. We know he's not gonna throw for 300 yards. He's not gonna be like he was at Alabama, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Just run the ball. We got a real running back. I mean, but it depends who they draft because our drafting wide receivers are horrible.
Well, you've got a running back. and
Y'all just
quarterback.
keep missing.
Yeah, we can never win.
Alabama catfished a couple quarterbacks, didn't they? Jalen Hurts, Tua Tagovailoa,
True.
catfished a little
See,
bit.
the only thing that's stopping the Dolphins is
Hey,
Tua.
now,
They
hey,
catfished a little bit.
And I'm glad you said something about Tua. I just wanted to get into that. Part of my way too early prediction.
Okay.
I think the Dolphins going to win that division.
Who all in there?
We got the Bills.
Okay.
Now, this is a little weird. I think the Dolphins are going to win the division, but I think the Bills are going to win the AFC. I think the Bills are going to make a run.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, I don't think the Dolphins are going to win the division. I kind of jumped the gun there. But I think they're going to be a playoff team.
Yeah.
They're definitely better than the Patriots, to me. And, I really...
I can see Bill
like
Belichick making some big changes, like, within just the system of Mac Jones. But I'm listening to you.
I like the addition of Tyreek Hill, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how can you not like them getting the fastest receiver in the league?
Tyreek and Jalen Waddle, boy. That's
Raheem Mostert.
Jalen Waddle,
Raheem Mostert.
Come on. Yes.
Yeah,
They're going to be really good. They're going to be tough. They re-signed Gesicki, right?
Yeah.
They got Cedric Wilson.
Cedric Wilson.
They have a really good team.
Just
around
drafted
Mike
Tua.
Gesicki screw me in fantasy every year.
They draft a running back. They're gonna be fine.
Tua,
What you mean?
Tua is fine. Like,
Who they got at running back?
Raheem
Right now?
Mostert.
Oh yeah.
But in the NFL, you could still have a two-back system.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Most teams have two backs.
Yeah.
But I think Tua, last time we seen Tua be at his best, what did he have? He had speed on the outside.
Right.
True.
That is very true.
So I think this is like the perfect situation for Tua to kind of.
I'm gonna be
find
kind of
himself.
upset if he starts underthrowing them.
But I'll be honest
Highly
with you.
Like
upset.
they're too fast for
Yeah,
him, so-
But I'll
be
be-
highly upset.
The thing about, y'all know, with sports, injuries impact your mental so much, and just
True.
it's hard to get back to how you felt like you were. And Tua has been through, like, injury-wise, a lot. And I feel like something like this, especially in the NFL, like with professional sports, they always say it's about being in the right place at the right time and being around the right people, like a team that buys in. And you got people like Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill, guys that want to fly and make, like, the whole city of Miami is already excited. So it's
Right,
it's
they're on
just
board.
it's just encouraging to it to be like, I have to.
Yeah.
So-
Tyreek Hill sells himself. He will put butts in seats just by himself.
Yeah.
I think.
And he knows what he was getting into. He knows he knows he can't rely on Tua to be throwing the deep ball. Like, he wants those little, shallow crosses or
So he
slants or
50
that's what he
yards.
wants. Right.
Yeah.
Them little slants gonna open up with Jalen Waddle
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Cedric Wilson.
Yeah.
Boy.
For me, I know we talked about, it might have been 2 weeks ago or 2 episodes ago or 1 episode ago, about whether we thought Cincinnati was, gonna go deep next year. I
No.
like them. I don't think they're gonna go deep. The one thing I will say about them is they made more moves than I thought
Right.
they needed to, especially after going so deep.
Which I
Making the
appreciate,
Super
though.
Bowl. Rebuilding their entire offensive line.
I appreciate that,
Yeah.
though. Because a lot of teams will be like, well, we made it this so far. We don't have to.
Have to.
Exactly.
Have
but they
to.
made an effort.
Right.
That's why. So.
But you got to protect that young man because
yeah.
that's not going to withstand. Like, if they let him get sacked that amount,
Yeah.
it's
Would
not
it
going to
torn
be the same.
ACL? Just
Literally,
repair
and
it?
he tore the ACL in his first season, so you can't keep.
Yeah, you got to protect them.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're making moves to do so. So
Right.
I feel like they're gonna find Jamar Chase game out and they're gonna start locking him up.
double team him. and
Jamar
stuff.
Chase hasn't been locked up at any level though.
Jamar Chase is a big athletic receiver.
But it always comes open because they got Tyler Boyd and T. Higgins. So I don't know. It's gonna be so hard though. But
They got guys. They just got Hayden Hurst too. I think that's a under the
Yeah,
radar sign.
that's an under the radar signing, yeah.
Really big.
Yep, young, good tight end.
They're
Where was
they're
Hayden
gonna be
Hurst? He was
good.
at the
He
Ravens.
was with Atlanta.
Yes.
Oh, he was with the Ravens before
Yeah,
that,
I
though.
always see him in a South
he
Carolina
was.
uniform.
He was with the
but-
Ravens
Yeah.
before. And then another one. I had a positive one. Now I have a negative one. The number 1 seed entering the playoffs in the AFC last year, the Tennessee Titans,
Yeah.
will not only miss the playoffs this season, in my opinion, but I think they'll have a losing record. I think the AFC is just so competitive, man. Like,
nobody
and
can stop Derrick Henry
it's so
though.
much turnover. I hear that, but Derrick Henry's getting older. You know what I'm saying? He got hurt last season. I don't know how many more times he could deal with these,
Ankle
large
injuries
carry
and stuff,
seasons. You know what I'm saying? And I have zero belief. If you couldn't tell in the conversation we just had, I have zero belief that Ryan Tannehill can be a guy to carry a team to much of anything. No offense to him. I really think he's a good guy, and I think he's a fine quarterback. I just think that it has to be a situation for him. And, of course, losing Julio is something, even though Julio didn't really play too much. When he played, he was productive.
True.
And I just can't see them. They picked up Robert Woods. I think that's a cool pickup. But I just can't see them really
Fish and pick
keeping
up.
pace in that in that conference. And the Colts within their division.
That's what I was
got
about to say.
better.
I think the Colts might win that division.
The Jaguars got a little bit better too. So, and then we just know about the rest of the AFC landscape.
Oh yeah.
So I don't think the Titans are gonna.
Yeah,
Be
the
very good
Colts
next
gonna win
year.
that for sure. Because they got Matt Ryan. He can throw.
I don't mind that.
He can
take.
throw the ball.
They've been a quarterback away.
A
for
quarterback
while.
away.
You realize
Just
that
a quarterback away.
it's a win now situation for the Colts.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's
I
why they got
love
Matt
how
Ryan.
The Colts are built. I love how they've been built over the last.
And then they got JT,
Yeah.
leading rusher. They're gonna be nice.
Looks like for you, Amir, for Julio, it looks like it's from what I'm seeing, between Arizona and the Eagles right now.
I think.
That's what all the.
I mean, I don't know if he will fit with Devontae Smith. That's the only
Yeah.
thing about it.
I
don't know.
I can see him fitting with the Cardinals.
Yeah, me
I
too.
can see it.
Him and D Hop.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say
Kyler
that would
getting
be
to
nice.
just
And
That's-
Hops
yeah.
on the same
Yeah.
thing.
yeah.
I mean, but the thing is Julio still elite? I don't know if he's still elite.
You
He's
see,
definitely older.
I think Julio is still right up there.
He can get to his
with
spots is
the
what
top-
matters.
Yeah,
with the
true.
top receivers in terms of just talent and ability. It's just availability. Can he stay on the field?
Right.
And that's the
Stay
biggest
healthy.
thing for him. But if you could try to manage him throughout the year,
Yeah.
obviously he's gonna miss a few games. Like that's
Yeah,
just
true.
that's
That's
just
just
par for the
football.
course for
Yeah.
Julio. But if you can, like we saw in the postseason, he had a really good game in that playoff game for the Titans, even with Ryan Tannehill kind of being shaky. So I think if you could just get Julio to the playoffs,
Yeah.
if Julio is with Arizona, let's say, in that situation where they play the Rams, they don't get blown off the face of the earth like they did. You know what I'm saying?
Talking about the
That's
Cardinals?
a lot different game. Yeah, when they played the Rams in
I-
LA. I don't
Okay,
think they just get blown out like they did, because that was a big thing where D Hop wasn't playing. They didn't
Right,
have another
right,
guy who
right.
could really find his spots, kind of, make plays. AJ Green, I think, is way worse than Julio today.
I would agree. Yeah.
But I also think the Cardinals did just flat out get punched in the mouth.
Absolutely, they didn't know how to. They didn't know how to
Respond.
answer.
They didn't know how to deal with
And you
Aaron
can tell they
Donald
were
and
kind of
them.
like a younger,
Yeah.
team. They hadn't really experienced that. They had some vets, but a lot of their key guys were guys who had never really been in that situation before.
Since
that was
we're
the biggest thing.
conversating about the importance and receivers, let me ask you about your top five. Did you hear Jalen Ramsey's top five?
Ooh,
It was a
yes.
very
Yes, I heard.
a
it.
very interesting list.
I think
He
my top
put
five. My
he
top
put
five-
Odell Beckham Jr. over Cooper Kupp on this list.
I think that was just for recruiting purposes.
That was for recruiting purposes.
yeah, they already had Cooper Cup.
I thought that
And
was
you
very.
Know, and originally on his list, he said Cooper Kupp before him first, but then he kind of switched.
Yeah.
it. I think that's just a bone. But it's so many great receivers in the NFL. I think number one, you got to go Devontae Adams, right?
Devontae.
Yeah,
That's kind of
what
like
he has.
that's mandatory, right?
Yeah.
Number two, I'm gonna give Cooper Kupp a lot of love.
Cooper.
You know what I'm saying? Just
Triple Crown winner.
man,
Yes.
we haven't seen many people like him just from a route running ability
Yeah.
and
Yes.
his knowledge of the game. He's a quarterback at receiver, really. Just
Yeah.
how much he
Very
knows about the game, and then when he's in the open field, a very underrated aspect of his game is it's so hard to bring him down. He's like a running back when he gets the
Yeah.
ball. And speaking of running backs with the ball, Debo
Debo
Samuel,
Samuel.
man. Oh my God,
Played
I love
everything.
Debo Samuel. He has a case to be the best player in football,
Best
be
best
real.
athlete.
best overall player
I
in
think,
football.
I think he just might. He does everything.
He has a real case. And
Yeah.
then four, I said three guys, right?
Right.
Four, I'll go Stephon Diggs.
Okay.
Of course, Stephon Diggs has been very consistent since he's been in Buffalo. He was really good in Minnesota too, but going to Buffalo just took his career to another
Another
level.
level.
Yeah.
Josh Allen.
And my fifth guy, this is, I don't know if it'll be controversial. This is from a pure ability standpoint. The production wasn't top five, I guess, but I think this guy's gonna have a top five season.
Jamar Chase.
Not Jamar Chase.
Justin Jefferson?
Unfortunately, I can't put Jamar Chase in my top
put
five.
Justin- I'll put Justin
I
Jefferson.
thought he was
Yeah.
going to say
And
Justin
I
Jefferson
can't
or
put Justin
Jamar.
Jefferson in there,
Ah.
even though I probably should over this guy. But I just think this guy's getting ready to have
Have a breakout
a
season.
crazy year.
Yeah.
CeeDee Lamb. I think we forget about CeeDee Lamb in some of these conversations. CeeDee Lamb was playing with Amari Cooper,
yeah. So he
and
was
Mike
a two.
Gallup, and he
True.
still had over 1,000 yards, and he was still making
don't mind
plays
that
for them.
You
know
may
what
tell
I'm
you.
saying? I think he's definitely gonna be the number one for
Yeah,
Dallas coming up.
for
right?
certain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now that Amari's gone.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
I can see CeeDee Lamb being that guy.
I don't see
I
it.
put Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase in there, honestly.
In your top 5?
Yeah, because they're balling.
I think.
And
feel
I
like
wouldn't
we're
hate
missing
that.
Reek.
I
I
wouldn't.
feel like we're missing Hill.
Oh yeah, Tyreek Hill.
I just, dude.
Hunter Renfrow?
He's definitely my top
Hunter
5.
Renfro's not top
my
5.
10.
I did.
I mean, he'll be
forget
like
about
top
Tyreek
10.
Hill.
Jesus.
Hunter Renfro.
It's not top
He's
5.
an amazing route runner.
He's not
though.
top 5.
Okay, all right.
I mean, route running, he'll be top 5.
Hunter Renfro.
But like all around
top
receiver,
10
he's not
receiver?
top 10.
Hunter Renfro top 10.
Moxon said he got him in his top 10.
I think I'd have Hunter in my top.
Yeah, top
like
10.
back end. But
I
yeah,
throw him in
All
top
right,
20.
all right. Is he better than the 5 guys I named?
No.
Here?
No,
No, absolutely.
And you didn't even
Alright.
have Tyreek Hill in
So
there.
so Tyreek
Different
Hill is
tier,
better than
different
Hill.
Tyreek Hill's better than.
Is Renfro better than Hill?
No,
DK Metcalf, you got, bro,
yeah,
it's some
you
guys.
mentioned DK.
It's
I
some
think
guys that are
Renfro
over.
might be a little better than DK, just a little.
Oh,
I don't know.
Oh, no.
I don't know. I don't
Seahawks,
know.
we can't have nothing.
So that's 7. Justin Jefferson, I didn't even say him.
Yeah,
Jamar.
he's top 10. No
I
doubt.
didn't even say Jamar.
Yeah.
Oh, Hunter Renfro. You know, DK, Godwin, Keenan Allen, Mike Evans. He's definitely in that tier.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, what about Mike Evans?
Somebody said that. What's like? Why is
Mike
Mike
Where the
Evans
heck
not?
is Mike Evans?
Mike Evans. I don't know if he's top 5.
I don't
but
think he.
He's
I don't.
definitely. Man, it's just
I
so
mean,
many
the-
great
Dude, he
receivers.
might
the
be
way-
my
the way-
6. He might be my 6.
The way he was doing Jalen Ramsey, he was playing like he was
yeah.
top 5.
Yeah.
Don't do that to my boy. I love Jalen Ramsey.
Nah, Ramsey, no, Ramsey already know, cause he said on the pod, he was
He
getting.
caught him on that deep route.
Yeah.
he
He
definitely,
was
I don't,
getting-
I don't
He
even
caught
think,
him.
I'm glad he said it too, because I said it when it happened. I don't even think he was expecting Mike Evans to like run
Yeah.
that route.
Yeah.
I don't even think he thought
That's
Brady
why.
was gonna throw that deep
Cause
to him.
he said they ran that play in like week 6 or something, and he locked it up, and they came back and ran it again and scored.
Hearing him describe the Super Bowl situation with the face mask is truly hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was truly hilarious.
He
I
was
didn't see
saying
it.
he was saying how he was mad originally because you give up a touchdown, especially the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You hold yourself in such high regard.
Yeah.
And then he started laughing. He was like, "Wow, that just happened in the Super
Super
Bowl."
Bowl.
Because he thought to himself, he was looking at the ball. Which, if
Right.
you watch the game, both of them look
Oh,
up.
nigga.
He was with him.
Yeah,
I know
he
the
was with
exact
them.
play you're talking about.
And he
Yes.
ripped, and
T.
he
Higgins
and he's
yanked him.
yeah, he goes on the way to the ground. I'm thinking, there's no way there's not a flag on the ground.
Yeah, there's no
and then
way.
I get up and look at him in the end zone, and I'm looking around for a flag, and I'm like, there are no flags, and he just couldn't do nothing but laugh because he's like, this
This is the Super Bowl.
yeah, this is the Super Bowl, and they
Dude.
just let that go.
Dude. Yeah, it was definitely.
I feel like what's was just throwing him up that game too.
Yeah,
He was just
Joe
throwing him
Burrow,
up.
because those
Yeah.
dogs on
Them
that D line
dog-
were
oh, boy,
coming. He
they
had
was
to
coming.
Get it out.
Yeah, no time.
but let me go back to what you say, Renzo. I don't know, you might hate me for this one, but I see for CeeDee Lamb, I see a Juju Smith-Schuster and an AB type situation.
He's not Juju.
No.
Smith-Schuster.
Listen to me. Listen
He's
to me.
not him.
I'm
I'll
not saying he
tell you
is.
why- I'll
I'm
tell
not
you
saying
why,
he
Nick. I'll
is.
let you get it off.
I'm
Say
saying I think he's a good receiver.
Mm.
Can be a great receiver. I just don't think he's making that leap this year, as you're predicting. I think he will have another good season, but it won't be to the efficiency that you're expecting. I think they will think like, he's the guy, he's our guy, he's gonna come in and take Amari's spot, be able to. Not this season.
You're wrong, and here's why.
Okay.
Comparing player to player, like
Mhm.
let's just stick player to player, CD and Juju. The thing about Juju that was a real knock on him coming out of college was his lack of ability to really like separate. That was kind of big for him, and he's not that explosive
Right.
when you talk about a guy with the ball in his hands. CD is
Explosive.
one of the better route runners
Right.
that we have in the game,
Athletic.
and he's way more explosive, I think, than Juju. So I think he's more built to be a one. I think that Juju has to have that guy with him because he can't really separate like that. He does a
Right.
lot better like in a slot or like being covered by number two guys.
Yeah.
I think CeeDee Lamb, just athletically, I don't think he'll just allow himself to just be taken out of the game.
But the reason
And he gets the ball in more ways than a guy like
Yeah.
Juju did. I think
Those are all
he
correct.
can get
Right.
it on jet sweeps. You could throw it to him
Yeah.
on screens, and he'll make plays. He's just such a dynamic weapon, and they've really kind of been slowly doing that with him. They did it kind of. They didn't do it much with him in his rookie year.
Right.
Last year, we started seeing them incorporate some of those aspects in the offense. So I think this is the year where they're just gonna show the full thing.
But
now.
the reason I said I don't see it, because who else is on the Dallas receiving core?
They still got Mike Gallup. I like Mac.
Do you think Mike Gallup? But see, I know I'm gonna just be honest with you. I feel like for any top receiver, the other positions have to, like, the other receivers have to be able to distract and draw attention for them, or you're gonna have to just force feed them, like Debo, or like, you know what I mean? You're gonna have to just, and I don't see that jump happening this year with Michael Gallup as the second receiver.
I think you're sleeping on Mike Gallup.
So
I think he's a good
saying-
receiver.
are you
I'm
saying
sleeping on him for sure.
Antonio is to
Really?
Juju as Gallup is to CD?
Say it one more time.
Are you saying Antonio is to Juju as Gallup is to CD? And this next season, is that what you're saying?
No,
Okay.
I think they're two. Like they're not. I don't think CD. He's gonna be the number one receiver this year. I don't think it's gonna be number one receiver type production. I
Do
think
you know Mike Gallup had 1,000 yards in 2019 when he was the number 2 guy?
I think he had 1,000 last year too, because all 3 receivers had 1,000.
Nah,
pretty sure.
he missed some games, so he didn't get to 1,000. He had 8.
Yeah, he had close to it though.
Yeah, that's a
But
good bit.
he had 1,100 yards in 2019 when he was the number 2 guy.
everything
We've
has to
already
be.
seen him do that.
Everything's got to be rolling for Dallas though. Everything.
Oh yeah,
Zeke, Dak, everything's got to roll.
I think
That's what I said.
That's why I'm saying I'm not seeing it
you
this
don't
year.
think CD can.
That's my point. With
Oh,
the
man.
full.
I mean,
I don't-
honestly,
I'm not seeing it this year.
the Cowboys
I need to
are
see-
never going to win championship.
I need to see everything
They
moving.
have to win the championship with this core.
They're,
at some
they're
point,
just
right?
they're so loaded on the offense.
Right.
It's
If
like,
they
But-
don't win a title with this group,
It's
Yeah.
been lack of like the production we want to see from them. So I'm saying I need to see a stride for them as an offense totally
yeah, they've always
for CD to be
elite.
what you want him to be.
they've always been able
True.
to put up points on like bad teams.
Right.
yeah, yeah.
That's really where they kind of pass some of their offensive stats when they play those bad teams, because
Right.
they beat the mess out of those bad teams. Then those good teams is always like a real close game, kind of
True.
like a lower scoring game. But I have a lot of faith in CeeDee Lamb. I don't think CeeDee Lamb is gonna be like Juju. I think Mike Gallup is capable of being a 2 and another under the radar signing that no one's talking about, and maybe with good reason. Maybe I'm crazy for thinking that, this signing means a lot, but I'm not sure if you're familiar with James Washington, who used to play with Oklahoma State, went to Oklahoma State, used to play with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I really like James Washington.
Wide
I
receiver,
think
right?
that wide receiver.
Okay.
I think he's going to be really good in Dallas. For one reason or another, maybe he wasn't deserving of it. Maybe, they didn't believe in him, whatever, but he didn't really get too much of an opportunity in Pittsburgh. I think that being in Dallas is going to be great for him because he's going into a situation where we've seen them with, kind of like those versatile weapons in the slot with a guy like Cedric Wilson. So I could see James Washington going there and really having a breakout season. And they just re-signed Dalton Schultz, who I think is a very underrated tight end.
Yeah.
And I think, I don't think they better start using Tony Pollard more.
Yeah.
That's
they
what
got
I
to.
said.
That's who is really gonna unlock the next
Level.
Yeah.
level for that
Yeah.
offense.
I don't feel like they can keep heavily relying on Ezekiel Elliott like they originally believed that they would.
Absolutely not. I can't see.
I feel like
can't see them
they
doing
should
that
trade him
anymore.
for some draft value or something.
Yeah,
They
I
have
think,
enough
we're at
offensive
that
weapons
point.
to probably get away with
That's
that
what I
and still
said.
be-
Yeah.
I just think Tony Pollard's better than him now.
Yeah, it's true.
They're definitely the best 1-2 punch.
Well, y'all might as well, the way the Seahawks trading
they're
everybody away,
definitely up
You know what I'm saying? I might
the way the
send this-
Seahawks trading everybody away, y'all might as well try and go get Chris Carson and Tyler Lockett or somebody off the Seahawks because we
They'll
just
probably
giving
do it,
people
too.
away. I bet you the Seahawks do that.
Yeah, they will.
Zeke for like Tyler Lockett,
Zeke,
and
a
Chris
first
Carson or
rounder.
somebody. Man, I bet you they do something dumb like that.
They gonna do Zeke first rounder for DK. A
Because
first
we obviously
rounder.
don't care about like. Oh my god.
First round next year. The first round the year after that.
So we're gonna switch gears a little bit. We've been talking about the NFL. We're gonna go into the NBA a little bit. Playoffs are right around the corner. I believe that there are, for most teams, about 6 or 7 games left. What are we seeing for the playoffs? And I can go ahead and start for this one. Number one, the Los Angeles Lakers will not be a part of the festivities, in my opinion. They are terrible. They're awful. And if you know me, if you don't know anything about me, you know that I love LeBron. He's my favorite player, my favorite athlete. But and he's definitely holding up his end of the bargain, but I don't think that the Lakers are going to be doing much of anything. I just had to you know, I'm obligated to talk about the Lakers just like everybody else. So I kind of felt like I had to say something about them.
You have to.
So yeah, the Lakers won't be doing much. But crazy prediction is maybe it's not that crazy, but I don't know if Miami makes it out the first round.
Who would they play? Who would they play in the
They have the
first
same
round?
record.
Oh,
as
they would play the Nets.
They have the
Yeah.
same record as the
Well,
Bucks right now.
they
Let's just
could-
keep that in mind.
I hear you, and Miami was one of my teams that I felt like can win a championship.
Right.
But if I'm looking at the play-in, the teams Cleveland,
Right.
Brooklyn, Charlotte, and Atlanta.
Right. It is some
Those are
tough teams.
four really good teams
Right.
at the bottom of the East.
Yeah.
Right.
And we know why Brooklyn's there. Brooklyn had the injuries and Kyrie being part-time, so
Yeah.
they had a lot of things going on throughout the year, but they really improved. Not so much improved, but just been whole.
They got everybody
lately.
now. True.
So they've played a lot better. Cleveland, Jared Allen being out for Cleveland means a lot. That's definitely a negative
True.
for them. I think that's going to be crucial.
Their guard play has been amazing, though.
Yeah, Darius Garland and Karis LeVert. Those are two guys
Yeah.
that you enter a series, you have to figure out how to stop
How to
those
stop
guys.
them.
And obviously, we know what Atlanta can do.
Mhm.
Having a team that just made the conference finals a season ago, they've had bumps in the road with injuries and COVID earlier in the year, so they haven't really played to the level that they feel like they're capable of. But they're another team that, in the right situation, in a playoff series, you don't want to see Trae Young.
Mm-mm.
He's become one of those guys where you don't want to see him.
He gets
in a
out at the right
postseason
time.
setting. And then Charlotte, they're a young team.
Sneaky.
But hey,
Sneaky.
Melo Ball, Miles Bridges,
Bridges.
Terry Rozier, they're a team that Gordon Hayward, they're a team that
Yeah.
can really they can score the ball. You know, if they get a few stops and you get in a trap meet with them, that's
That's
going
not-
to be
yeah,
difficult.
yeah.
And that's
Isaiah
one of
Thomas
the
been
things
hooping,
that-
too.
Isaiah Thomas off the
He was
bench.
hooping too.
That's the thing that with Miami. What's the common denominator between the four teams that I just named? Is all of them can score. Miami every year kind of has these lulls, these moments in games where they just can't put the ball in the basket,
Kinda
they're not hitting
sleepwalk.
shots. Yeah, and they're so great defensively that most nights they can kind of overcome that.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you're playing a team that's hot and believes in themselves, they can shoot the ball. All of those
You
teams
can
are
get shot
not
out the
typical
gym.
8 seeds
Yeah.
or typical lower seeds. Those are all teams that
Right.
know that they can win. They know that they have enough talent to be able to not just compete in a playoff series with the top of the East. They know they can beat those teams.
To be honest, in regards to what you're saying, the Bucks, Heat, and 76ers all have the same record right now.
Give
And
me Bucks 1 seed. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying I'm just talking about.
I feel like
In regards to like 52 wins, 30 losses.
Right now. Yeah.
But I think for Miami to make that jump, they're gonna have to give Tyler Hero the keys, or it's
Yeah.
not gonna. It's not gonna.
Keys?
No, I'm talking about to score. He's gonna have to get it.
So you think they should
I can see
make him
Jimmy.
the
No,
number
no,
one?
no, no. I can see Jimmy. I can see Jimmy getting off as well.
I don't know.
But I feel like it's got to be a 1-2 punch of Jimmy and Tyler,
His
and then
6-man role.
bam, and then bam.
They got-
Because part of the issue that they're having right now is Jimmy. All the pressure's on Jimmy. Like you see a situation where
True.
Jimmy and Eric Spoelstra going at it.
Right.
It's on Jimmy right now because there is no Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero is
Exactly.
I don't know what injury he has, but he's out right now.
And he,
So
was, and he was on the bench.
I feel like he's a pivotal part, just like when they were in the bubble. I feel like he's a pivotal part to that team, coming off the bench. But I don't think, like you said, for them to really want to get up with one of those younger teams or one of those teams that are a lower seed but really should not be a lower seed, Tyler Hero is going to have to be a point of focus
true.
for them to
That's
be
true.
successful.
They're gonna have to put the
Yeah.
ball in the basket.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line. That's the thing. That's always been the thing with Miami. Can they score enough? You know, we know they can get stops.
They can play defense. All
We
right.
know they
Yeah.
can get stops. Can they score enough to compete with those teams?
Yeah. I
You-
like the mention of the Harrow's 2020 season. I think that's a good if he plays like that with Jimmy.
Yeah.
I can see them going deep.
Mm-hmm.
But I like what you said there, Wesley, giving him the keys. Yeah, they're gonna have to put the ball in the basket.
And see, I wasn't saying like where Lorenzo was asking, like make him the number one guy. I wasn't saying that.
No, yeah.
But the way they use him
More
right
just
now,
give
yeah.
him the opportunity
Right now,
to-
he's coming off the bench. You can't wait in the playoffs to, snap, we're down 15, 17. Go ahead.
Go ahead,
give
go
us
ahead.
a spark off the. No, we need you early and often.
We need you now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it's going to be
I
like.
like Max Struss, though. Max Struss starts for them right now.
Okay.
He's kind of, he's a really good shooter.
I mean,
And
I think
he's
team.
much better defensively than Tyler Hero, I'd say.
Okay.
So I think that's kind of why they start him instead of Hero.
Okay.
To kind of and bring them that punch off the bench. But I get what you're saying too. Like in the playoffs, you got to have a fast start.
Yeah.
Like you can't all the time just wait.
Yeah.
You know, tread water and
Like
then
regular
wait on them
season.
to get there. Yeah. I don't,
Who you got making it out
I
the
don't
East?
know.
I got the Sixers. I mean, because they don't want to be the first seed because they don't want to see the Nets. I wouldn't want to see the Nets neither though. But I feel like if it depends how the playoffs set up though.
No, I think Joel will cry again. I don't think they're.
Because as of right now, we'll play the Raptors.
That would
that is
be
true.
a
That'll be
series.
Great series.
Yeah.
Man, the East is crazy.
Y'all
Yeah.
beat the Raptors.
Yeah, we'll
Y'all
beat the
beat the
Raptors.
Raptors.
Probably in 7 though. I ain't
And the
gonna lie.
crazy
Probably
thing
in
is-
7.
That is a 7-game.
That might be a
Right.
7.
The East is crazy.
Yeah. Because a healthy Nets, nobody wants to see.
Nobody wants to see a
No
healthy
one
Nets.
wants to look in the eye
Yeah.
of Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving
And Ben
say
Simmons.
that I have to beat
And
you
who?
4 times.
And
Who?
Ben Simmons.
Who?
Who is he's a myth?
Who?
He's a myth.
I'm telling
who's
you.
that?
Okay.
Man is a
I
ghost.
said the same thing.
Who?
I said Ben Simmons is awful.
Who?
I say it all the
I
time.
didn't say all that. I just think the
Oh.
man. I need to see him on the court
Yeah, me
to
too,
play
me
a
too.
game.
True.
He's
I
played
don't
as
even
many
know- I don't
NBA
even-
games this season as me.
I don't even know who you're talking about.
I need to see him give somebody buckets before I say he's good again.
I really wish I knew who you were talking about.
Right.
Like
Right.
that's a myth.
You talking about the guy who's in Louis V head to toe on the?
Yeah,
On the
on
sideline.
the sideline.
Oh.
on the bench, cheering on his
Are you
teammates.
telling me a riddle right now? Like,
Talk about his
I
back
don't-
hurt.
Like, are you playing with me? Like, who are you
Right.
talking about? I don't even know who that guy
This
is.
the same guy whose sister said they asked her what shot would she take for money, and she said, "Oh, I take a 3-pointer. I'm not my brother." That's the
She
same
did
guy.
not say that.
She
No.
did.
She did say that.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. He getting
Yeah.
roasted by the family.
Yeah,
I wish I knew who that guy was though, but
man.
that's unfortunate. And another, interesting prediction. Don't look now. Dallas is winning. Dallas is playing well.
Didn't they just pass Golden State for 4?
For
Yeah.
3.
For 3? Yeah.
Hey, Dallas is playing well.
Yeah.
The Warriors
Hot
ain't
take.
got Curry though.
Hot take prediction. Hey,
It's just a game behind.
Dallas
True.
Dallas making the conference finals
No.
to see Phoenix.
No.
Hot take.
They wouldn't even beat the Grizzlies to me.
That's
honestly.
the thing.
They wouldn't
I
beat the
don't know
Grizzlies.
if Dallas, because right now it would be Dallas and Utah. I think whoever plays Utah in the first round is lucky because Utah is not that. They're not good.
Yeah.
I don't think Utah is gonna. And I love Donovan Mitchell. I think he's
One of my
really
faves.
good. One of the
Yep.
most talented players in the league.
Yep.
An amazing scorer. But I just don't believe in that team. Whatever they have going on, I don't know if it's like, coaching. It's definitely not coaching because Quinn Snyder's a good coach. I don't know if it's culture. I don't know if it's scheme, whatever. But for whatever reason, I don't trust Utah. So
Me
boom,
neither.
if they get past Utah, when we talk about playoffs, the game is gonna slow down. The reason why Memphis has been so good, one of the main reasons is because they've been so great as a fast break team, and the pace that they play at is so fast, and they're young, they get out and run, and I love all of that. But in the playoffs, when the game slows down, you have to score in the half court. Now, we just saw a championship team in the Lakers and the Bucks, really. Two teams kind of struggle a little bit in half court offense, but the difference is they had a Giannis, they had a LeBron,
Yep.
and Anthony Davis. Ja Morant is really, really talented. He's really good. I don't know if he's on that level to be able to carry those half court possessions in a playoff setting, and I don't know if he can do it better than Luka. I definitely don't think he could do it better.
We talking
than
about John Morant, right?
Luka. Yeah, in a playoff setting. If
This
it's-
is first playoff though, so I
Yeah.
don't know if he would choke or not.
I'm gonna be so
honestly.
genuine with you. Like insight towards this playoffs. I honestly think, and this is a team seated lower than the Mavericks. I would trust the Clippers over the Mavericks.
I don't know.
PG just
if
had
PG
Kawhi
just
comes
came back.
He
PG
just
just
had
came
30.
back.
PG looked really good, and
He
we
just
just
had
saw
30.
them with just PG make the conference finals. But who are they playing? Utah.
But
They were playing Utah.
it'd be very similar situations.
They were
Dallas
playing
and
Utah.
Dallas and the
man.
Clippers would be very
Like,
similar situations.
We can think about how a team looks, and man, they're looking really good. But then we got to check who are they playing. Oh, they were playing Utah.
Utah Jazz.
And that's no shot at them. Yeah, it's a shot at them.
It is.
You may
It's
say
a
yes, a shot at them.
Yes, it's a shot at them. I'm sorry to anyone who's listening from the Salt Lake City, greater Salt Lake City area, but the Utah Jazz
are terrible.
They're not winning the playoff series. I apologize, but throw it in rice. It's over. But the Clippers gonna be sneaky. I think that Clippers Suns series in the first round, 6 or 7, man.
Suns in 4.
Suns in 4.
Suns in 4.
The Clippers with just PG took them to 6 last year.
Come on now.
The Suns with CP3 and Devin Booker.
They took that team to 6.
See, that's my hot take today. The Suns, I don't think they get far.
Ooh, hey, I just
Jay Crowder been hooping too.
The NBA is so competitive, man.
Who you got coming out the West?
Ooh.
Anybody?
I would say the Warriors because they got experience.
I still got the Warriors, man.
I would say because
I hate to say
the
it.
Warriors will overtake Dallas for 3. Past that, it's the West is so I don't know.
Because
I think
Steph hasn't even been
back yet,
and they're getting everybody like back in the fold. Draymond, Andre Iguodala to give a spark.
You could have
like
Andre Iguodala.
Come on, man. He still gives them a spark.
Yeah, they like him.
He still gives them a spark. I'm not saying he's gonna make a scoring impact, but he still gives. Yeah, he's still gonna give them an impact.
He's a good person. I like him as a person.
Man.
No, I'm just playing around. I like
I'm telling you.
Iguodala,
Then you got Clay is hot right now, and Steph's been.
That boy. When we talk about hot takes, Jordan Poole is better than Klay Thompson today.
True. I like that. I like that.
Today,
I like
right
that.
now, Jordan Poole is better than
Jordan
Klay
Poole is a bucket. He's putting up all NBA numbers right now.
Boy put up 38 last
Boy
night.
putting up all
against
NBA
Phoenix.
numbers right now.
Are you talking about Klay Thompson, who like hasn't really played basketball in like a year?
I mean, yeah, that's why I said right now.
Right, we talking about
so,
now.
Like-
so if I'm in a playoff series, right, can I necessarily?
That's like me.
Am I gonna sabotage my team by putting Klay Thompson in instead of Jordan Poole?
Yeah, it's Klay Thompson at the end of the day. At the end of the day, it's Klay Thompson.
Sure, yeah, that's true. But and I know Kerr got to ride with his guys, but I also know Kerr wants to win.
True.
But that's the beauty of Golden State. Strength in numbers. You got
Yeah,
you
they are
got
strength
dogs
in
on that
numbers.
team. You have James Wiseman hasn't even touched the court
He's
for
out
them.
for the,
He's out for
But I'm
the
just
year.
saying that just shows you the strength that they. You got Gary Payton, dog. Jordan Poole, dog.
GP too,
Like
man.
they have some dogs on that team that will do the dirty stuff that they need to do in the playoffs. And then
It's just
the scoring is gonna. I hate to say it, the scoring is gonna come.
it's crazy because all of them can shoot.
I'm not worried about them
All of
scoring.
them can
Like when
shoot.
it comes down to it, because it's the type of they're not selfish.
Right.
It's not like they want. Oh, I have to get my 30, and I'm gonna be the. No, anybody can go off. Anybody. It could be Jordan Poole. It could be Steph. It could be Clay, or it can be all 3 of them. And now you really had a tough day.
So coming out the
All
West,
of them give him 30.
coming out the West. It's interesting that you said Golden State. I have a lot of respect for Golden State, and their players and their culture. I really do. But I mean, Phoenix has just been on another level. And Moxon, I hear you when you say that Phoenix won't go far, and I can actually see them losing early. You know what I mean? Because the NBA is just so competitive, and if chalk holds with where we are now, Phoenix Golden State in the second round, that's a series.
Yes, it is. That is a
And-
7-game series.
And
in my
all
opinion.
of the experience that Golden State has, all the experience Golden State has in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's
and-
why I say 7.
Like I could definitely see Phoenix going down, but part of it is just me appreciating Devin Booker's game
Right.
and being
Yes.
a fan of Chris Paul. I really think that team, that group definitely deserves a championship.
They definitely won it too.
Yeah.
like I could just the way they played, they won it. And
They're
if they
going
win,
for it.
They proved me wrong.
I
on
feel
that
like
point.
whatever team Jerry Crowder on, they will never win a championship.
Jesus Christ.
What's wrong with Jay? What's
Ever.
wrong with Jay Crowder? He's a Villa
don't
Rica
know.
legend. You know what I'm saying?
He just
Shout out to Villa Rica.
I just don't see him winning the championship.
Is he
Like,
lazy?
What is
I
up
wouldn't say
with?
that. Apparently last night Draymond said you from Buckhead. you live in a
He
nice
from-
White House.
He from
He's
Villa
from
Rica.
Villa Rica.
Shout out Villa Rica, man. How did Draymond even? That's
That's what I
crazy.
said.
That
That's
Draymond
crazy.
Said that. That man Draymond be looking people up.
You
I
got
swear.
to. That's how they trash talk.
He said he's from Buckhead.
That's how they
He
trash
said you
talk.
from
Yeah,
Buckhead. I
that's how they
said,
trash
what?
talk. But see, you gotta think about that though.
Is
Like,
Villa Rica really that close to Buckhead?
No, we're not even close. Remember, I used to live out there. That's not even close.
But like, imagine Golden State
he just tried it. That's
gets
crazy.
the Suns second round, take care of them. Who you see beating them in the Western Conference Final?
Nobody.
Exactly.
If that's the second round, it's gonna.
But even if it makes it to
those
the,
two.
but even if it were to the Western Conference Finals somehow, that's the matchup. I still got Golden State.
That's why I say their path.
Yeah, and
because go ahead.
yeah, no, you're good. I totally understand.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. It's just they have to butt heads,
Yeah,
and it's just
it's either they meet them.
it's
or
gonna
they
tilt.
lose early. Like,
And the thing is, yeah, literally, because it's gonna come down to individual matchups, and I'm gonna take Steph over CP3.
how
CP3 is gonna do more for his team, but I'm gonna take Steph over him.
Okay, all right, I'll give it to you.
But I'll take
taking
Devin over
Devin
Clay.
Booker over whoever they
Devin
put at the two.
Devin over Clay.
Whoever they put at the
Devin
two.
over Clay.
Booker
Yes.
over Klay Thompson.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Way over
Yeah.
Klay
Yeah.
Thompson.
Yeah.
But Jordan Poole, that's a different story. I don't know.
I'm taking Devin Booker over Jordan.
I wouldn't say
way
6 over.
We might not be able to have Amir over.
I'm taking him
We might not
way
be able to
over
have
Jordan.
Amir back
Yeah.
because he said Lamar Jackson's not a lead, and he just said he don't know if he'd put Devin Booker over
I'm
Jordan
putting
Poole.
So
Devin Booker way-
Lamar Jackson, I say he's elite. He won the MVP, but
we,
can he
we,
throw?
We offer Lamar.
But I'm just saying,
Right.
Devin Booker is way better than Jordan Poole.
True,
He
that's
is.
true. That's true. But Jordan Poole been hooping though,
That's
so you
true.
would never
but
know.
because look at what happened last night, Jordan Poole had to carry that game for them. And then if
Yeah.
Draymond didn't travel, who knows how that game might have ended.
But so Mikal Bridges and Wiggins is a wash. I really take
Yeah.
Mikal, but because Wiggins made the All-Star game, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I
And
guess.
you know what's crazy? When I thought about strength and numbers for the Warriors, I didn't even think about Wiggins, but Wiggins is definitely.
you can leave him out.
I could, but he's gonna make an impact. I feel like when they need him to.
Draymond and Jay Crowder, definitely Draymond. The value to his team, defensive player.
Telling you,
Now,
bro, Jay Crowder would
playmaker.
not.
Jesus
I
Christ!
just
He won't
can't.
win anything.
I can't
Jesus.
see it.
Aiton is
He's
he's the X factor for Phoenix,
True.
really, because
Yeah,
he has the ability to bang with the top bigs. Like we saw him go against AD and Jokic last season, and he's also like he's probably not on their level, but he's way better than anyone else other than those top guys.
Yeah.
So if you put a Looney on him, he's gonna
give him
kill
buckets.
Looney. If you put a Dwight Powell or a Cleveland on him, he's gonna kill him. If you put a guy like let's say a Steven Adams on him, he's gonna demolish Steven Adams.
Yeah.
I think even if you put a guy like Rudy Gobert on him, he's gonna be better than Rudy Gobert in the playoff series.
let me ask a question.
That's just how highly I think of DeAndre Ayton.
That pick and roll game be going crazy too.
If
Yeah.
the Suns don't do anything this year, how long is this championship window open for them? I'm talking about in regards to the Chris Paul, Devin Booker era, not just Devin Booker, because we know Devin Booker's gonna be here for a minute.
Yeah,
but I'm
yeah.
talking about in terms of the way this roster is set up right now. Because Chris Paul is 36 years old, and I'm not
Doesn't
saying
play like it.
yeah, and I'm not saying that he can't maintain this level up for maybe 2-3 more years, but I'm just saying like, you know how it
How
gets
big the
with
window.
guards
Yeah.
in the NBA. That jump off happens really fast.
He's already demolished.
That's what I'm
that,
saying.
though. He's already way past the level that he's supposed to be at
Right.
as a guard.
But that's my question though.
how long?
Yeah, how long is this championship window open for the Suns?
Even though Chris Paul used to be a little bit more athletic, his game hasn't really been ever predicated just on athleticism.
Right.
He's quick, he's crafty. I don't think that, he's definitely not the defender he used to be. They have to hide him on defense a little bit more, but they have enough defensive players around to
True.
where they're fine. They might lose a little bit on the margins like a Campaign or a Jay Crowder, but they draft so well and they make so many good like under the radar moves. We haven't even talked about Cam Johnson.
Yeah.
Cam Johnson, I think Cam Johnson's a little bit better than Jay Crowder, but I just think Jay Crowder gives you so much versatility from a
Yeah.
defensive perspective that it just makes more sense to start him with the group that they have. But when Jay Crowder, if he ends up leaving or if they feel like he becomes less effective, you can slide Cam Johnson into the lineup and you don't lose much.
Yeah.
So as long as they pay Ayton, I think that window's open for like 2 or 3 more years.
Okay.
They have a lot of young guys.
That's what I was thinking.
Chris
I
Paul
was
is-
thinking 2-3 years.
Chris Paul is like one of the only real, Chris Paul.
I hate to say it.
JaVale
I just
McGee, guys like that is
what-
like the vets of the
yeah.
team, but they're built around that young core.
what made me think about it is I just didn't seen Chris Paul for so long, just not
Yeah.
be able to get one.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like,
I
how
really wanna
long is
see
it? Yeah.
I want to see.
And
it.
I
That's why
thought-
I hate to say they're my sleeper pick for going out early.
Because that's why I thought. Because last year I thought that was it. I was
Yeah.
like, here we go.
Yeah.
They were up 2-0.
I was like,
Yeah.
Chris got one. He's gonna get one.
LeBron tweeted 2 down, 2 to go, and then he didn't tweet again.
Tough.
Nah, Giannis was going crazy that series.
Yeah, he dropped the.
My
50
early
burger on
my
him.
early finals prediction: Warriors and the Bucks.
I don't think the Bucks come out the East.
Yeah, you got Philly coming out, so yeah, coming out the West.
Yeah. See, that's how I know you tripping.
I mean, I wouldn't say Philly because Harden been playing like trash right now.
Harden's
But-
been playing like
but
how
Maxey-
Harden is a.
But
is
Maxey
a
been
currently.
hooping, and Joel been hooping. So I don't know. I wouldn't say Sixers though right now because the way they've been playing is terrible.
So if you had to make a finals prediction right now, what would you think? Moxon, what would you think?
Just like what Wesley said.
So you got Bucks Warriors.
Yep. I've got Bucks Warriors.
I wouldn't hate it.
I would say the Nets because remember Kevin Durant was like size 11 away from winning that game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
And that was just by himself,
By
really.
himself.
And Harden on one leg.
but no
So-
disrespect to the Nets. I need to see no haberdashery from them. In order for that to happen, for them to come out the East, I need to see no Kevin Durant injury, no goofery with Kyrie Irving in any form or fashion. I need literally a perfect.
Kyrie Irving played half the game.
I need
barely half.
I
So
need
he
a-
should be fine.
I need a perfect, like you know what I'm saying,
Business.
postseason for them.
Perfect.
Yeah,
True.
they can't have anything like
Nothing go awry.
go wrong, really.
I
We've
wanted
just
to-
seen so much happen.
Sorry, Renzo.
You're fine.
I wanted to ask y'all one team we haven't talked about are my Nuggets. What do we
Your
see?
Nuggets.
What are we seeing about my Nuggets?
MVP favorite.
I love
Yeah.
Jokic. I love Jokic. I love his game. We haven't seen a big like him be able to
Ever.
see over the defense, be such a playmaker, be able to shoot, have so many, post moves, so skilled. And he's gotten a lot better defensively too. Like
Yes.
I think that Jokic is, he's probably gonna go back to back MVPs, but we'll
Better.
get to that.
He will.
He's my number one right now.
Yeah, we'll get to that though.
Respectfully,
Um,
Moxon.
Hold on.
He's so unathletic though, bro.
No, I see him getting MVP again.
Okay.
We got Aaron Gordon.
Mm.
I think those two
Yeah.
complement each other really well because Jokic is such a great passer.
Yes.
He can tell Aaron Gordon, "Hey, go cut."
The way
throw him a
Jokic
great
plays
pass.
is it's just unconventional for his position.
Yeah.
That's why I
Yes.
love him so
Yeah.
much. Is because he's so versatile when he should be. For
Yeah.
who he is. You
It's
know?
so hard.
Where's
to
Jamal
game
Murray?
plan for him.
Right.
That's
He's
the
hurt.
thing. I think that Denver fully loaded and locked.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Is a team that can win a championship.
True.
Think about the
That's true.
definition of MVP. How much value does Jokic bring to his team with here
Yeah.
and here?
Immense
Yeah.
value.
It's
Immense
amazing.
value.
Yeah.
Immeasurable. You can't even. You can't
Yes.
even quantify it. You can't even
Yeah.
put it into numbers. But I think that their ceiling is a little bit limited until
Okay.
we can see a healthy MPJ, Michael Porter Jr.,
Yeah.
Okay.
and a healthy Jamal Murray.
And
I
Murray.
think with those two guys, that's a championship team.
Yeah.
Championship team for
Because
sure.
2020, we saw in the bubble them coming back from down 3-1 against the Clippers in that second round series. And even though the Lakers beat them in 5 in the conference final, those were competitive 5 games. Like they got
They
got
were.
blown out in game 1, but other than that, like those games were close. It took Anthony Davis hitting a shot. It took LeBron having a signature
Being
moment.
LeBron, yes.
And a lot of those guys, Rondo really playing well. It took a lot, for the Lakers to beat them like that.
Yeah.
So Denver is a team that we've seen them when they're fully
in
healthy.
the right form.
Yeah, they're
When
straight.
they're fully healthy, they're there. And
Yeah.
they're right up there with those top teams. If they can get one of those guys back for a playoff series,
Even just one.
Yeah.
yeah,
It'll
that's
make a huge
that's
difference.
a team that
I
you
like
don't want to
hear
see.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, Joker just so he could be
Yeah.
a point guard. He could
Yes.
be anything.
Yes.
Man, because Jokic pulled a series out of the hat against Portland. I don't even know, there was no way they should have won that series, and he was just on another level.
Right.
Like, man, too bad for Portland, though.
Boy, oh boy.
He broke that team up.
Damian
That's
Lillard
crazy.
talking about he won't run from the grind. Please run from it.
Please.
I want to see you, Damian Lillard, in a opportunity to be more successful.
Yes.
But what I was gonna say, Moxon,
Yes. Respectfully, Wesley, you're in a
respectfully,
Yes.
I totally agree with Lorenzo. But in the
Yeah.
current state of your roster, you can dump those nuggets in some barbecue sauce, and they will get kicked. And they will get kicked out of the playoffs.
I didn't want to get disrespectful. You
No,
know
y'all
what I mean?
don't.
They
I
will get-
totally agree. Without the other two,
Yeah, I think that's
we're not strong.
Yeah.
You lock Joker up, it's over with.
Say what now?
Like, you lock Joker up, it's over with.
Yeah, even if he's just limited a
Yeah,
little
Yeah.
a
bit.
little
Yeah.
bit.
Like we saw that in that Sun series, even with MPJ,
Yeah.
because it was it was MPJ's his second playoff, but it was like one of the first playoffs where he was expected to be a consistent like player.
Guy, yes.
So we saw Ayton bang with Jokic, really give him problems. Jokic still did his thing, of course. Like we know Jokic is one of those guys, but Ayton gave him a little bit of trouble, and it just wasn't the same.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I think that when you bring Murray and MPJ back, everything just slots in perfectly. I think their roster it fills out nicely when you have those guys, because then Will Barton doesn't have as much of a burden offensively.
Yes.
I think Monte Morris is one of the best backup point guards in the NBA.
One of the most underrated players in the NBA.
Yes,
Let me just tell you.
but one of the best backup point
Yes.
guards in the NBA. I don't
Yes.
think he's a starting guy, and I love
No,
him.
no.
I think he's really good, but I think him coming off the bench just brings you. He calms everything down. He can score. He's
He's-
great for others.
I know. I've kind of overrated him there. He's just near and dear to my heart. I love that guy.
Oh no, he's definitely one of the
Yeah.
most underrated guys.
He
Bones
is underrated.
Island, another very underrated player. Bones Highland, they got him last season out of VCU. He's come in. He's been playing really well. So that'll be kind of something that they have to look at. Which one are they going to keep when Jamal Murray comes back? I like Bones Highland. I think he has to play. You have to play that guy. Austin Rivers too. Can't sleep on him. He's a guy that can put the ball in the basket. I just think that when you bring Murray and MPJ back, their team just fills out nicely.
It
Now
just
you have a
flows.
big
It's
three,
solid.
and now everybody can play their role.
Yes.
Now Aaron Gordon could be that lob threat and catch and shoot from the corner, be able to just focus on that, play defense.
Because there's not a double burden on anyone. then
Yes.
When the other two come back.
Yes.
Yeah.
They've built it. They've built it, man. I really want to see them. I think they're gonna get one with this core eventually.
We've just been solid. We've
Eventually.
just been solid for in 2020. That was heartbreaking for me. 2020. but, I've been wanting to see Denver get one, and I'm not as big in NBA as y'all are. I'm more NFL and MLB, but I always follow the Nuggets and the Hawks, and I've wanted to see one of them get one, and I feel like Denver's closer for me.
Right.
Denver
They're
is
more
close.
built. They're more built.
that's why I've been wondering and asking y'all this question. Like, how long do teams
yeah. What's the
keep the
window?
core? Because I'm seeing. I feel like in just NFL and NBA, it's more of a we got to get it now.
right now?
And
I mean-
and it's just I know that guy has a high ceiling, but his ceiling's gonna have to be with somewhere else because
Right.
we need to win today. That's why I was
one
wondering.
thing that both leagues have done to kind of push like the trend in that direction, because we saw a lot of teams tanking before, a lot of teams in both the NBA and the NFL saying, "Oh, we're just gonna punt on this season." We're like 3 or 4 years away. We saw the process Sixers like literally try to lose for like 5 years. What is the common denominator
just
between
for Joel Embiid.
the NFL and the NBA? They have added more playoff teams. NFL, of course, added one playoff team to each conference,
Right.
and then the NBA introducing the play-in, giving 9 and 10 the opportunity
To get in.
Yeah. So now you're playing the fight for the play-in. Like the Sacramento Kings made a move to get in the play-in.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't pay to tank anymore. Plus in the NBA, the flattening of the lottery odds.
Yeah.
So it really doesn't pay to tank in the NBA. Like you can be awful and get like the eighth pick.
When did they do that? When did they change the lottery odds again?
It was 2019
That's
when
right.
Zion got drafted.
Yeah.
Zion and Ja, that draft.
See, it's stuff like that where it's like, how long do you, I don't know, man.
How long
Like,
do you keep the core?
how long do you let Zion? How long you gonna let Zion stay?
Well, that
in New
group
Orleans?
is so young that you really can't break that group up
Yeah.
just yet. Like they're Zion, Bi. You got.
But they're already saying Zion don't even want to be in New Orleans no more, man.
Well, they're gonna be like 35 and 47 or something like that, right?
I think they'll be solid though. They've been playing much better basketball lately, and I mean they're way better than the Lakers. They're about to. Yeah, if the Lakers somehow get the 10th seed, they're gonna blow the roof off the Lakers. But
I don't know. The Lakers' problem is Russell Westbrook is terrible.
And AD is like a walking injury.
Yeah.
he just got some bad luck.
Is AD washed yet?
Like
Nah, he's not
Nah,
washed yet.
I
When
wouldn't say- I
he
wouldn't go that far.
plays, he's a top 10 player, top 5 talent.
Yeah.
I
Top 10
wouldn't say that
player.
yet.
Yeah.
But I can't call him washed yet. He's still in his prime.
Gotcha.
1 or 2 more injuries though.
Yeah. And that's kind of how it's like. I pray it's not that way, but that's kind of how it's looking.
I'm just
So I
glad
hope
I
it-
got to see LeBron and AD get one
Yeah.
before
It was cool.
any of the,
Yeah, Westbrook doesn't
injuries
deserve
started
one.
piling.
Jesus.
Westbrook tomfoolery.
I wanted to see Westbrook get
If
one.
he ever
He
would
doesn't-
got one,
he
I wish
does
it
not
would have been
deserve
him,
one.
KD, and James Harden
Oh,
in
dude,
OKC.
that's so awesome in OKC.
Yeah.
Who they run into though?
Yeah.
Hey, that big 3.
Yeah.
Mm.
Tough.
Hey man,
Tough.
they had a squad though.
They did have a
people were
squad.
picking the Thunder to win that series.
I know.
Like that, they had a really good
Young
team.
Bulls. Young
I've seen-
Cephalosha,
I've seen
Kendrick Perkins, man in the middle. They had a team. Ibaka, that was
Yeah.
a team.
I've seen something where they show younger kids the picture of Harden and KD and Russ on that team, and
They don't
the
even
kids are
believe
like,
it.
"That's not real.
Yeah.
That's Photoshop." You know,
That's-
like,
that was a
people don't
team.
believe it's real.
And
That
Harden,
was
Harden was
crazy.
coming off the bench too.
Harden,
Yeah.
6th man of the year.
Back when he was a little bit more humble and wasn't going to strip clubs as much.
Right.
In playoff games, quiet as it's kept, Westbrook was an All NBA player.
Yep.
Yeah.
KD was an All NBA player, but the ball was in James Harden's hands
Yeah.
late in games for that team, and he was making the decisions.
Yeah.
So, man, that was crazy.
It was
We didn't even-
special. It was
and-
special.
But that's kind of a point to what you were talking about. They broke that core up too early.
Way too early.
So it kind of seems like in the NBA.
But it's so
either
hard to
too
keep
early or
everybody
too
happy.
late.
Because
Yeah.
what was it? James Harden wanted more money, or what was it? What was the problem?
He wanted more money. He really didn't even have a problem coming off the bench. He just
Yeah.
wanted,
Hey,
a real contract.
He wanted more money to go to
represent
strip
his
club
talent.
with.
But I mean, it turned out he was correct. Like he bet on himself and he won. Obviously, he didn't win a title, but he won in the aspect of being one of the best players
Financially.
to ever play.
Yeah.
Yes.
NBA 75 guy.
I don't see nothing coming.
Was Westbrook a 75 guy?
Absolutely, he did make it. Absolutely, all-time leader in triple doubles.
I mean, after this year, he needs to get taken off. But
Nah.
It would be a good time
Just
to
wait.
stop for him.
Just wait. After this year, he's gonna be off the Lakers. You're gonna see him on some team, and he's gonna be helping them get into a play-in,
I swear.
averaging more triple doubles.
yeah.
He just didn't fit in that
He's gonna be
situation.
did.
doing a bunch of scowling
Yeah.
and snarling in
Yeah.
Orlando.
he gonna be
he
hooping
fit-
somewhere else.
High stepping
Yeah.
See that Lakers roster look cute on paper,
But,
but
in
when
real
they get
life,
on the court, it just
doesn't gel.
They just
It
didn't have
does.
enough wings. They just didn't have enough size in the wing.
I just feel like LeBron shouldn't have got all them guys.
I
LeBron would have been better off
he
by
wanted, he
himself.
wanted his brother. He wanted Melo.
yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think he wanted Russ.
See, that's straight.
But other than that, I think everything else was just on the GM. I think it was on Rob Pelinka.
I'll take Malik Monk over Westbrook right now.
I love Malik Monk. That was a good
Monk
signing.
is hooping.
I just wish they got some more wings.
They had so many
They just need
options.
some more
You know
wings.
how in free agency, I feel like every single name that popped up was like potential Lakers.
If
and they go-
Rudy Gay would
Exactly.
have been a cool pickup for him. I don't
Memphis
Porter would
guy.
have been a cool pickup for him.
But yeah,
I like Stanley Johnson.
Yeah.
Stanley Johnson and William Gabriel. Those are like the kind of guys they needed, like big guys that
Yeah.
can kind of guard on the wing, switch a little bit down low.
yeah.
Because they want to play small with Bron and AD at the 4 and 5. You know that's not really small, but yeah, that's our obligatory Lakers talk. You know,
Gotta
Yeah.
talk.
you have to talk about the Lakers to get some views. So.
Russell Westbrook out here giving Caldwell Pope vibes.
I'm sorry we had to talk about the Lakers, but you know,
Swaggy P vibes.
no one will tune in if we don't talk about the Lakers.
I don't
So
know.
then no one sees them getting
I'll
eight seed.
I'll take, huh?
No eight
Oh,
seed?
absolutely not.
No.
If it would take
I don't. I'm
it
just
would
asking.
take vintage LeBron, AD,
Yes.
and Westbrook.
To drop 50.
It
I
would
need
take
LeBron
for
to
them
drop
to do
50.
For them
Yeah.
to even make the play in the way that they're going right now, it would take Jesus himself to come down and score 30 plus every game.
Now, if AD comes back, because AD's supposed to come back at some time this week, and LeBron's supposed to come back too.
We'll see.
If they come back playing
see.
well, then they may be able to beat the Pelicans. That's what we're talking about. They might be able to beat the Pelicans. They might be able to beat the Pelicans, but
Which is a sad sentence to say.
Yes.
Literally.
but if they play the Clippers, for some reason the Clippers just have had their number lately. It doesn't matter who's out there for the Clippers. Like
Facts.
the Clippers just had their number. So,
Clippers are really not in a bad spot. You got Reggie Jackson.
oh yeah, they have a team.
They still got Pat
next
Bev,
year,
don't
Nah,
Or he
Pat
went to
Bev's in Minnesota.
Yeah.
But Clippers next year, Norman Powell, Robert Covington, Reggie Jackson, Terrence Mann. They still got Batum. Isaiah Hartenstein has come.
I forgot
and
the
he's
Timberwolves
been
was gonna
really
be in the play-in.
good.
Yeah.
Minnesota's probably going to beat the Clippers in that first play-in game, I'd say. I think Minnesota's really good. I think they're going to be a tough out.
The Lakers don't even
Cat
see
been hooping,
Minnesota.
man.
Lakers don't want to see anybody.
is.
They had Pat Bev
Cat-
humiliating them.
Cat
The
been
Lakers
hooping.
don't want to see anybody.
Jesus.
They don't even want to play.
Rob
But-
Pelinka, if you need me, call me. I can assist.
But that's enough Lakers talk. I can't even, we just had to talk about them just to get some views. We need to just go ahead and put them in the thumbnail. But MVP, it's a 3-horse race, you would say, right?
Joker.
I'll say 2. I'll say 2 by now.
2.
Joel
So
and Joker.
Giannis is dropped out. You can't drop Giannis out. You
Not
gotta
yet,
put him in the
but-
conversation.
But we all know it's gonna be between the 2 big men.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want it to be Joker, but my gut says it's going to be the Masked Man. It's going to be Joel.
I don't. You see, I think
I
that
don't know.
if the NBA was fair,
Yeah.
right, it would they would give, they gave Jokic his last year, and now they're gonna give Embiid his. We
Yeah,
kind of
that
saw
would
that.
make sense.
Like,
yeah.
kind of reminds me a little bit of like 08, 09 when LeBron was just like getting ready. I mean, not just getting ready, but he was really
Oh yeah, he was in his
taking
stride.
over that mantle.
Yeah.
And Kobe were kind of going back and forth, like who's the best player.
Yeah.
Kobe won MVP in 08, Bron won it in 09,
09.
but you could have easily given it to either guy both
Yeah.
years.
Oh yeah.
So it's kind of something like that, where these 2 guys are the 2 best centers in the league,
No doubt.
and they've been playing at that level for 2 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, arguably the 2 best players in the NBA, if we're just talking about consistent guys who play every night.
In the last 2 years, no one tops them.
Yeah.
Like, over the 2 year span, no one tops them.
Absolutely. So I think Jokic should be MVP, but I think Embiid, just like you said, Embiid will probably win it. I wouldn't
Which
be
is
surprised
sad.
if they gave it to Giannis, though.
Because
Giannis
I
is
genuinely
amazing.
think Giannis is more deserving than Joel Embiid.
And you
think
can
so?
make the case. You can make that
Yeah,
case.
no, the case can be made.
You go on numbers wise, their
Right.
numbers are very similar in their
Impressive.
team success. I know that's not attributed, but
Right. It's the player's singular value.
Yeah.
to the team
But
as a whole.
That's why I said
Giannis, I
think-
feel like Giannis is Giannis or Joker. I feel like
yeah, because Joel got
the fact that
he got
Joel is in the
people.
mix is like I'm proud of him.
Yeah.
Much respect to him. Trusting the process, Philadelphia,
right.
but
Of course.
I don't think so.
Joel's hooping
you
though.
might be sleeping a little bit on Embiid.
I'm not sleeping on him. I just don't think.
He's not.
I don't think
He's
it- I
not
don't
most
think
valuable to his team.
I
Though.
don't think this year.
By
He's
definition.
the
right.
most.
Really?
He is the most valuable to
I
his
mean,
team.
I mean, yeah, but
off, man.
but
He's
you,
the
you
most
think
valuable
about
to his
like
team.
Joker. He's more valuable to his team than
than anybody,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I think Joker and Antetokounmpo literally hold more weight for
Yeah,
their
true.
franchises than Joel Embiid. Yeah,
You can make
That's
the
true.
case.
that's all I'm saying.
You could definitely make that case.
because you got James Harden, Tyrese Maxey, Tobias Harris.
Because Giannis willed them to a championship with a
himself.
messed up what was it? He had some injury where something had popped
Yeah.
out of place and he played through
his
it.
knee.
Yeah.
Something was messed up with his knee.
Still is at
Kobe
Chick-fil-A
type
getting a
stuff.
50 piece.
But I mean, how
Kobe type stuff.
he'd be pointing to his tattoo.
Yep, yep,
You
yep.
know, you guys can't see it, but there's been like a recent crusade of the That Boy Nice watchers, I call them, saying that Devin Booker is not getting enough respect for MVP.
I think that's true.
Now,
That's true.
I think that Devin Booker is having a great season. Don't get me wrong. Devin Booker is playing, amazing basketball, efficient basketball for the best team in the NBA. With that being said, it is not a crime that he is not mentioned with Giannis, Embiid, and Jokic in that top 3.
But let me tell you
You
why.
said it's not a crime?
I don't think it's a crime.
Let me tell you why I think it's a crime.
Why is it a crime?
I enjoy that top 3. But you know what I just looked at? I just looked at the NBA website. And let me tell you who they have in the 4th and the 5th place. In the 4th place is Jason Tatum. And in the 5th place is
make the case.
Luka Doncic. I think
I can make the case.
you don't have Devin Booker over Jason Tatum.
I can
No.
make the case. I think that. Okay.
I don't
Number
even think Jason Tatum should be over Luka.
Number one, I'm of the mind where 4 and 5 in the MVP race doesn't matter
It doesn't.
Yeah.
because they're not going to win.
It
They're not
doesn't.
gonna win. But that's where I'm at.
It's
But
just it's a respect
you
thing.
can throw Booker at 4 if you want to. You can put Tatum at 4. Have you seen the way Boston's been playing? Boston
They've been
might
playing
get the
great.
1 seed in the East.
Yeah.
They could.
He's doing it on
Yeah.
both ends too. and he's played almost every game for Boston. And you can say Luka. And we talking about most valuable players. If Jokic is the most valuable in the NBA, Luka got to be like 2 or 3 up there with Giannis. Because if you take Luka off of Dallas
Dallas is nothing.
with the way
But see,
that they're
that's
built,
my point. Luka should be, if just out of respect in this race, because like you said, anything after 3 it really don't matter. Why is Luka lower than Jason Tatum?
just because of the way that Boston's been playing,
Yeah.
they've been so hot, and Tatum himself has been so hot. They've been playing so well, and Tatum does it on both ends.
I think Tatum wins it next year though for sure.
Tatum?
Wins MVP.
Yeah, he will.
I don't know.
That's a hot take right
He
there.
will. He'll win it next year.
See, I don't even know if that's
Ooh.
entirely a hot take. I think that's a pretty.
I
That's
think it's
pretty
in the
good.
coming years.
Yeah.
Next year,
I think he'll get one.
He'll
Yeah,
definitely
he'll
win one
definitely
before.
get
He,
one.
yeah, he'll win one.
Yeah.
He'll definitely get him one.
Yeah, he'll get
but
one.
I mean, I hear you though, and I hear all the That Boy Nice watchers out there too. You know, I love Devin Booker's game, and I really appreciate his game. You know, he takes tough shots and he makes them at a very efficient clip. And playing with Chris Paul takes him to another level because he's able to, when they're both on the court at the same time, be able to play off the ball and really be able to pick his spots.
Yeah, with Chris Paul's basketball IQ, you've seen Devin Booker soar.
Yeah,
this
and
year.
seeing them play together really makes you, you know, kind of wish that Chris Paul could have got with Kobe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Chris Paul, you know, telling Kobe, hey, you know, you go there, I'm going to hit you.
Darn
You
it,
know,
David
2
Stern.
dribbles, pull up. Hey,
David Stern.
Darn it, David Stern.
Yep.
that's
Vetoing that trade.
That's-
Darn it.
that's great basketball. But, I mean, I don't necessarily have an issue with Luka being ahead of Booker. I don't necessarily have an issue with Tatum being ahead. I wouldn't have until the Grizzlies went on this recent win streak. I wouldn't have been mad if Ja was ahead of him.
Yeah, I would say
Ja
Ja
ahead of Luka?
Ja was out there.
Ja ahead of Booker at the time. And, you know, it's just Memphis just been on this tear without him that you can't say most valuable if
Right.
a team is like 15-2 without you.
Yeah,
Right.
like, I want to know why
18-2.
they're going so crazy
18-2.
without Ja.
Wow.
18-2 without Ja.
Yeah,
The whole team is
hot.
they're
And
grit and grind.
You can't even
Really,
name 5 people
really
on there.
real Memphis stuff. Grit and
I can
grind.
name 5 people on there.
You can't name the top 5, the starting 5 right now without Ja.
I can name start 5.
Without Ja. He's saying without Ja. Who the backup is.
Tyus Jones.
Gotcha. Bow, bow.
True.
D'Anthony
They still
Melton,
got
Dylan Brooks.
they still got dude from that came out of Duke. What's his name?
Tyus Jones.
Yeah,
Ty Jones.
Tyus Jones.
they had his
you
brother
know,
too. They don't got his brother.
Dylan Brooks, Desmond Bain,
Jaren Jackson, yeah.
Steven Adams, John Conchar.
You forgot about
That
Steven
man
Adams.
is
Steven
sniper.
Adams.
Yeah, I did.
Aquaman is on the Grizzlies.
Yeah, that boy, the Kiwi.
See, nah, because when Cam
Dancing
Reddish,
in the
when Cam
hallway,
Reddish
hitting
went to
the
the
gritty.
Knicks, I thought he was gonna be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, when
That's
Cam Reddish
sneaky
went to
for
Knicks,
them. I feel like in the
thought he was
playoffs.
Cam Reddish
Steven
was
Adams
good.
being on that
Yeah,
team.
Steven Adams is an equalizer.
Yeah.
Those rebounds,
Yeah.
especially those offensive rebounds.
I think people
those
genuinely
screens.
forget Steven Adams is on the Grizzlies.
Yeah. I think Jaren Jackson
Including
Jr. is their
myself.
X factor too, though.
Yeah, Jaren Jackson been hooping too.
Jaren Jackson, if Jaren Jackson's shot is falling,
Yeah.
he's like the modern day NBA big because he can switch on the perimeter.
Yeah.
He's long. He's athletic. He can protect the rim. If that 3-point shot is falling, he's a guy that is really going to be crucial to their success. But, I mean, I love Devin Booker. I love what he's been doing. But, you know, I can't put him in my top 3. My top 3 comfortably is Jokic, Embiid, and Giannis.
Right.
Yeah,
Like,
Totally
comfortably
fair.
ahead of the field. Very comfortably. And then we get into the Luka, Tatum, Booker, Ja, LeBron tier. Yes, LeBron is going to be top 10. Yes, he deserves it. He might have won it if they would have been better because he's averaging 30 at age 37. I said we weren't going to talk about the Lakers anymore. We're talking about LeBron, though. But
I don't know. John Morant just
Grizzlies
he
win
was
the
on
championship
kill.
in the next 5 years. Hot take.
that's not really that hot.
It is.
That's not really that hot. They have a nice team.
We've never won.
You
one.
put one
Never.
more.
Never.
you
I'm a
put-
Memphis. I'm born in, raised in Memphis. We've never won one. And
What we get
and
ready
I've
to-
seen us have nice teams like
put-
Rudy
you
Gay,
put-
Mike Conley, OJ Mayo, Marc Gasol. Nothing.
That team won.
Nothing.
You put one more superstar with John Morant, y'all might win one.
I agree.
Y'all
I
put
think
one more
y'all are
superstar.
one more
One
guy
superstar
away.
away.
No disrespect though, that's part of the problem with Memphis. Don't nobody be wanting to come to Memphis.
Yeah, that's true.
You have to get drafted to Memphis, and then you fall in love with.
Memphis.
Yeah, but they don't. When you just look and at the marketability, and you be like, why would I want to go to a small
Memphis?
market
Yeah.
team like Memphis? We don't get free agents. That is why I'm saying hot take. We get one.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't know if y'all get a free agent, but
No, I'm saying we get a. I'm saying we get a championship.
I think I love Jaren Jackson Jr. I think
mean-
he's gonna take another leap in the coming
And I think
years.
Dylan Brooks is gonna take another lead.
I like Dylan Brooks.
I like
too.
Desmond Bain as well, making a.
They have a squad. I can see
Y'all
them.
do have
I can
a
see
squad.
them getting one. I can see them
18 and
getting
2
one.
without Ja, and he's Ja superstar.
the least valuable superstar. And
it seems like he's the least valuable superstar.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that out loud. I love Ja. I was just playing around.
Because there's no other team doing that. I ain't gonna lie. You take Joel out the Sixers for 20 games. They're gonna
The
go
Grizzlies really just remind me
10
of
and
an
10.
AAU
Yeah,
team.
yeah.
They remind me of
All them
AAU
young
team. Yeah,
athletic
young
guys.
athletic guys having fun.
My only concern, like I said before, when the game slows down and we get into these rock
In the
fights in the
playoffs.
playoffs,
Grit and grind.
Hey, they from Memphis though.
That was the grit and grind era though. And even that era didn't have enough scoring late in games to win. Even with that.
But
I'm just saying.
You realize
in a rock fight, am I taking Ja over Book? Am I taking Ja over Luka? Am I taking Ja over Steph? Just a possession by possession playoff.
I mean, but I wouldn't. I don't want to bring college back up, but Ja Morant in college, he used to that.
Yeah,
he used to that because he went to the NCAA tournament.
But see, that's what
crazy.
I'm saying. I think
yeah,
people are genuinely sleeping on the Grizzlies, and I don't see it happening this year. But I'm saying I can see it occurring. Because Ja is becoming where he's not. That's why I love him. Like in regards to other athletes, like maybe a Russell Westbrook or Derrick Rose. Like Derrick Rose realized like I can't just go crazy at the basket every time. I need to work on the mid range. I need to get Russell Westbrook. You know, he had the dribble pull up, and Ja's understanding like, oh, okay, so y'all expecting me to go in there and try and dunk on somebody every single time. Okay, leave me open from the 3-pointer. Oh, I'm gonna hit about 6, 7.
Right.
And he has had games where he's hit about 6, 7.
that's the next step.
I'm telling you,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
that's his next step.
And, but see, that's part of it though. Like you see some players who never take that step, like not running from the grind. Ben Simmons, but so that's why. That's why I can applaud Ja Morant.
I don't even know who that is.
I can applaud Ja Morant and say that I can see it happening for us, and I can see us shocking somebody on some March Madness type vibes, like really shocking somebody if they really get into a war with the Grizzlies. Because the crazy thing about being a Grizzlies fan and used to have season tickets, the current record we have. Like season isn't even over. Is a better record than we had with any of those grit and grind rosters.
Part of that is due to those grit and grind teams having to play in such a tough era in the West,
that was true.
You know, but Memphis, I definitely could see them winning one, and you know, young team. Everyone's gonna take a leap. I mean, we named like 4 or 5 guys we think could take a leap because everyone's so young and developing. So I'm just gonna end it. With this. The North Carolina Tar Heels will win the 20. I'm not even gonna say will win. I'm too scared, but just know we are in New Orleans for the Final Four, and we're not there to mess around. All right, I'm Lorenzo Robinson.
I'm Wesley Price.
I'm Moxon Glosson.
I'm Amir Williams.
And this has been the latest episode of RU Sports Speaks. Go Heels.
And I'll be calling Lorenzo if they don't win.
And I've been speaking stuff into existence, so I won't say anything in regards to the playoffs for Lorenzo.
Duke will win the championship.
I'm sorry.
Duke is going to win the championship.
I'm not even going to talk about it, bro. It was on the list, bro.